Hey, it's Ross Payton with World Line Bullet Radio. We're playing Eclipse Phase, the 8th Sea.
Woo!
This is the Thursday group, the second part of the Polar Assault. So, as the Wednesday group is breaching the fortress itself, the Thursday group is in a assault plane, essentially an attack, the fighter plane that they've manufactured in order to chase down any escapees, essentially, to make sure that no one escapes. Because remember, your target is Alexandria Crittenden, the daughter of General Luke Crittenden, one of the architects of the Titan program networks, and she was, of course, worked as a defense contractor. She's very rich and influential, and she is either a hostage or being protected by the Night Cartel.
Either way, she needs to die.
Well, no, you need to capture her ego. You need to get her. You need to. You really.
God damn it.
Yep. Maybe don't have that out. It's all right.
No. It's like something popped up. Like,
Okay, sure. So
all media off there.
you.
Mute your muse, damn it.
Yep. You still got that malware on your Muse, man. You need to reinstall that shit.
DDR is infectious.
You need to get your head debugged.
Yep. So the
As a dragonfly, I find that offensive.
wow. So the
There you go.
if you can capture her stack, if you can get her ego, it would be worth a fortune to her, to you all, because you could look into her mind and find out where she undoubtedly has vast fortunes in various private accounts. You could just steal. You could hand her ego over to any number of factions that would want her, either to or also, if you want a real big payday, you could find out what she knows about the Titan programs. That data could be worth, well, it could be priceless.
The last thing you see.
It could be. Yeah, no, big stakes, big money.
No whammies, no
Big
whammies.
extra.
Big extra.
That's a hell of a whammy.
It is a very big whammy. So a lot of interested parties are going to be wanting in on that. But that's assuming you can get her. And in order to get her, you need to make sure no one gets away.
God damn it! Now I'm thinking of press your luck, but your whammy is a Titan.
It's Eclipse Phase. The
And I'd
whammies
feel
are
like-
always Titans.
And I'd like to see an 80s animation of a Titan fractal coming up when you hit a whammy.
I don't think you would.
I think
Well, as
so.
it devours the entire stage, because that's what happens.
So
And everyone watching at home.
So you are all sort of watching over TechNet as your. Remember, of course, you have an army of essentially cultists, multi-level marketing cultists that you've tricked. You kidnapped their egos and tricked them into fighting these people for you and giving them little crappy robot, Flexbot morphs to be your cannon fodder. And you're watching them. And of course, the other group leading the
We're
assault.
promoting synergy, Ross.
It's that's a big word. That's a very popular phrase with them. And you're just sitting here in your assault craft, waiting for any signs of anyone getting away.
Yes, and no one gets away, and everything's fine.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm glad you all
did,
came out
guys.
to my house.
All right, fantastic. You in the back, awesome.
I don't know who that is. So,
You ever see them?
yeah. So, what do you? Are you all going to be doing anything while you're waiting your assault craft? You can pilot. You could remote pilot a drone. They have some guardian angels you could do to fly by. You could do infosec on the, to help with the general assault. You could be micromanaging your little cultist bots to go around this corner, take this corner, shoot that guy right in the head. No, in the head. That's the problem. You didn't shoot him in the head.
I'll infosec you, but I can see if I can help them out.
Okay. Just in a generalized purpose.
It would be wonderful if some of the building security did not work.
Okay, so you're just helping the overall effort wherever you're needed. All right, give me an infosec check.
7.
Okay, you're helping.
I'm helping.
You're helping.
I'm helping.
Not
I'm also going to be infosecing.
okay. What'd you get?
3.
You're helping too.
Look at us
Basic
helping.
successes. Yep, you're dual hacking. It's amazing.
Daddy, would you like
They're
some
on the same
sausage?
ecto. You're both hitting that keyboard. One of you is a goth suddenly. What?
Whoa. Can an octomorph be a goth?
I mean, apparently.
I don't know about you, but this corset fits amazingly well.
And I guess I
Yeah,
guess,
all you really need is fishnet. And,
I guess my chromatophores could become black.
exactly. See, now you're thinking. So
would it be possible? Even there to possibly do like a half-day rest while we're flying in there.
You're starting this adventure with full pools.
Oh, we are okay. So I can reduce my infection rating back down to what it was.
That was when you were. What was your last adventure exactly?
When we were going to we were drilling into the ice.
Oh yeah. That was weeks ago. So
okay, so I can reset that. All right, never mind.
Remember you went through the ice fall and you got the Pale Veins weapon, which was used on the outer walls of the Polar Fortress to great effect.
Horrifying, but great.
Yeah, I mean, it breached the thick walls and allowed your guys in access. So, and of course, scary the shit out of everybody. Like, what the sense is like, what? We don't know what the fuck this is. Ah!
Should we initiate panic mode? So.
Yeah, so you're all fully healed up. You have full pools. Your infection's at base.
Yeah.
So yeah, good point, Simon.
Sorry. Okay. No. In that case, let's see.
But you are an assault craft a ways off from the main fighting. You're out of async range.
Yeah. Oh no. I figured I would be able to do that. So if nothing else, I'll actually work on programming pre-planned flight plans for some of the drones doing surveillance.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a program check.
80. Nope. Failed. So.
It's hard. There's a lot of variables.
That's true.
It's really hard.
It is really hard. You didn't crit fail, so you don't set anything back.
Yeah.
Now, we do have Jacques Cousteau with us to pilot this thing.
You did get him. So,
that's awesome.
I have long-standing neural damage from an exurgent attack. I cannot help but use this stupid accent.
Why do you think I speak with this
I have
outrageous accent?
I have this psychosurgery many times to fix it, to no avail.
It is my curse.
Actual French people slap me all the time.
Yes.
Like,
it's very offensive to
like,
them.
he's French. No, I am from Brooklyn.
Yeah. Nil, you gonna be doing anything?
Yeah, that shooting gallery vignette actually gave me an idea. Can I use programming to fine-tune the Flexbot's aiming algorithms and have them better aim and more coordinated?
Well, the Flexbots are all piloted by actually egos of cultists, ego templates, which are more like beta forks. So they actually would be better than that. You could try what Aaron was doing and like program the surveillance drones. You have guardian angels and other flying drones to sort of provide a sensor network to like your main case to make sure no one gets away.
Yeah, that would be the next best thing. Then I will do that.
All right. If you had security ops or something like that, you could coordinate tactics and stuff like that. But you're not. Yeah, that's sort of outside of your wheelhouse. It's more of an Elzar situation, you know.
That's what we have Elzar for.
Yep, he is definitely in there. You can watch him on the TACnet cam, just blowing dudes away.
We can recognize the hair from here.
Yep.
I am an ex-corporate dude.
So did you make your programming check?
I did, 41.
Okay. Superior success. So, you actually catch... there is a camouflaged hangar bay that opens up. It has camouflage netting, like, optical camouflage. So it looks like the wall. And it just opens up for a split second, to release a camouflaged vehicle, another craft that just... which has stealth material, so radar isn't picking up very well. But because of your drone footage, you are able to realize someone is trying to escape. And your little cultists are too focused on the ground fighting to notice it.
Okay.
So you can either have Cousteau move to intercept directly, because your craft is armed, and you can shoot it down. Or, I guess that's the most obvious thing. So unless you want to tell him so
there's a runner.
Yep. All right, Cousteau.
Jacques Pursuit?
It's like, take them out. But
actually, I will say you're already in the air. That makes more sense. You're not on the ground, so you're just off in the distance. So you're just circling around, low to the ground.
Mr. Cousteau, give me an attack vector.
Yep. He lights up, and but as you do that, your drones actually notice three other craft. The fourth one, though, the last one, actually is noticed by your cultists, and they shoot it down. So you have a total of 3 vessels that are making a run for it. So you can all have a chance to intercede in some way, but your craft, you only have one craft that can really chase after one of them. The one that left first is obviously in the best position to get away. So I'll just go around the table and you can command your minions or do infosec or do other things to try and stop or slow down any of the vessels. Sure. Just tell me if you're doing 1, 2, or 3. The 1 is the hardest to catch, and 3 is the easiest to catch with your own vessel. So we'll just start with Lawrence.
Does the Polar Fortress have like anti-aircraft defenses?
Yeah.
Could I try to hack them to try to to turn off whatever IFF might be on here to no, those flying away are definitely bad guys.
Yeah, you've partially compromised the network. You have multiple people in the Wednesday group are also compromising the network, and you're jumping in on that. But obviously, there's like a very complex cyber war being fought over the network for the Polar Fortress. But you go ahead and give me an infosec check.
Yep.
To see if you can identify
11.
Oh yeah, you definitely do. So you identify one anti-aircraft that is both angled, that it could actually shoot number. I'll just roll a d3. It has an angle on 2. So give me an interface check to figure out how anti-aircraft gun software works.
Oh yeah, I remember these back from college.
Yeah, basically.
That's a crit fail.
Oh, no.
Do you want to negate the crit fail?
I do.
Okay, spend a point of flex or insight.
Just so we don't get shot down. Don't look so happy.
That's exactly
what would have happened.
It would have been really funny. And it would have shot you down.
If it was your birthday, I would have said no. I'm sorry.
No, birthdays are not excuses.
All right, so good hustle, good idea.
I'm in. What the fuck do I do?
Yeah, exactly. It shoots randomly into the air as you tell it to shoot at the cloud.
No, not that cloud. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. So the meanwhile, let's see here. Nil, do you have an idea?
Can I piggyback on your signal and try to interface the system?
Be like, hey, I don't know how this works. Here, you want to try this gun?
Yeah, we are attack-netted.
Yeah, you are attack-netted. I'll say it's a negative 20 because he's already kind of fucked it up a little.
Okay.
Well, dude, that cloud was clearly a threat.
Yeah.
You're clearing the air, literally.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one.
Take that, cloud.
We're not here to shoot the breeze.
Yes, we are. Right?
You can only spend 1 pool point for any given test, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a mathematician, so I can't tell you if it's better to give yourself a plus 20 or to wait to see if you need to flip.
I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to spend preemptively. I want this to stick and negate plus 20 to negate the penalty. Didn't need it. That's a 10.
Yep. Okay. All right. So let's see if it hits. It does. The second vessel goes to the ground. It was not destroyed outright, so it is going to crash.
Great. Now we have to kill some people on the ground.
Well, they're going to be on foot, which makes them a lot easier to catch. Zemo, yeah.
We are on an armed weapons craft, I assume.
Yep.
I'm going to fire missiles at the first one because I've actually got a gun skill high enough that I can probably hit it.
So you're going to fire
you're
missiles?
at extreme range for missiles right now, so you're at a negative 30. So you can wait for Cousteau to get closer, or you could fire now. I'll say you have enough missiles for 4 rolls.
I'm going to take a shot now.
Okay.
All right. Use your missiles.
That is going to be a hit.
Okay. What'd you get?
7 out of 80.
7? Okay.
47.
47 out of 80. Okay. The pilot, which vessel were you shooting, 1 or 3?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay. The pilot for vessel 1 is going to try and dodge. And they are going to try and shoot the missile down.
Evasive maneuvers.
So they get 2 rolls against it. So this is for piloting. And their skill is an 80. So pretty good. 37. And they're going to use a threat pool to flip that to 73. So they do dodge out of the way. Yep.
Okay.
So it's a real good pilot. Now you do also have a railgun, basically heavy machine gun mounted as a close point weapon.
Because this is a technical.
Yeah, well, it's think more A-10 Warthog than Sleek fighter jet. So, well, I mean, not quite A-10 Warthog, but it's got a gun and missiles, so you can get closer and make multiple attacks. But you've got enough missiles for 3 more salvos. But that was enough for this round.
All right, I would like to do an infosec check to see if I can access, because the number 1 plane that's the furthest away from us, correct?
Yes, and number 3 is the closest.
Number 3 is closest.
You could actually fire the guns if you have a gun skill on number 3. That would be at a -30 because it's guns.
I don't, unfortunately, but what I'd like to do is do an infosec check on one of the planes to be able to feed its navigational system nonsense data in order to throw off the pilot's ability to fly, hopefully maybe to ground.
You don't have access to their network. They don't have their Wi-Fi open.
So, this is just, it's basically, it's not, let's say, it's not supposed to be more of an attack. It's basically just directing information to them so they would get thrown. So basically like sending a burst data that can confuse them.
Okay, that's not really, yeah.
A burst transmission. So there's think about basically
that would be I would say that would be more of a hardware electronic skill. That's because you're basically trying to jam their signals, not really hacking them.
Or could I possibly use program to create a signal that could be broadcast?
Not really. It's more hardware. You're basically trying to overpower them with signals.
Okay.
So it's more. Yeah.
Okay. Or if nothing else, would I be allowed to have my muse do that instead?
Yeah. You can command your muse to do that.
Okay. And can I use the flex or cog on there or insight on there to be able to increase that or to assist them? Okay. So he's at a 30. So all right. And there was something.
I didn't want that.
Hardware electronics.
Do you have interface?
I do have interface. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So. Okay. You could use interface to fire with the guns.
Okay, instead. All right.
Yeah.
So with this, could I possibly do this as a
if you try and jam, if you're trying to, basically you're just trying to jam their signals or try and flood them.
So they can't see where they're going and force them down.
Right. Well, you can't really blind them with signals. I mean, they can always look through the window. They can always they don't have to pilot with instruments. But
why don't you flood them with lead?
Yeah. Well, your Vissel is more of an attack craft. Doesn't have very strong signal warfare capabilities.
Okay.
You didn't really customize it for that. You just
we're not an AWAC.
No worries.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah, I'll do an interface. I can do an interface check then to see. Is that going to be in a negative though?
No.
Okay.
Basically, make the interface check, and then you can the guns will fire every round.
Okay.
So they have enough ammo to fire for basically forever. So basically, you make your interface check. It'll keep firing at Vessel 3, and nobody else has to worry about it. It'll make a check every round.
Okay. So no worries.
So there could be a legend. The guy starts firing, and 100 years later, he's still firing that same gun.
All right.
It's not. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and use a.
Damn, I love this unit.
The legend.
I'm going to go ahead and use an insight to flip that around to a 29.
Okay. Let's see if the guns hit it this round. Not with the 76.
Okay.
But they start tracking on 3. So Cousteau says, I could focus on one vessel or the other. They're going in different directions, or I could fly between them so that I'm kind of, at least next round, sort of in a position to hit both of them with the guns and the missiles. What do you want me to focus on?
And he's saying, but be clear, he's saying that in a French accent.
Right?
You don't have to think, I need to be immersed in my own head.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, what do you want Cousteau to do? Stay between the two vessels or focus on one?
Go between them for now.
Okay. So go that, and then next round you can do that. So next round, you have 1 and 3. What are you going to do? Now, actually, there is a way to hack them. And that would be getting a missile to get near them, and then essentially it would, you can configure your missiles to basically plant a link, and then it broadcasts. So you're basically got it plugged in, and so they would have to physically remove the little bit of shrapnel, shrapnel. So if you make a missiles check, which would be easier because you're not getting the missile to take it down, you're just getting the missile to get some fragment of it, one of its
So we would consider that a payload
So
that we already
somebody needs
have
to
on.
do surgery on the torpedo. Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to fire.
You have 3
torpedo.
salvo, yeah.
Fascinating.
You don't have to make it research. I'll say you have smart missiles that can do either one. You can tell it to blow up or to make it susceptible to hacking. So you have 3 salvos, 3 chances to hit it with either one. And then with you can also command tell them to make it go faster, to dangerous levels, like eventually destroy your ship you're playing.
Or crash into the other one.
Yeah, or, well, maybe, yeah.
Well, someone would have to pilot it.
You all have parachutes, I will say that.
I will say I prefer to see if we can ground the planes because, like the other ones, if we can pull survivors if necessary.
Yeah, the one plane that has been down, some cultists are going out to go, survey the wreckage.
Okay.
Yeah, but I kind of think, we don't want survivors.
If we're looking for the person we need.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, well,
We don't want complete survivors.
you want intact bodies. You don't want disintegrated bodies.
No disintegration. I'm glad we both went there.
All right, so
Bring me their heads.
Lawrence, what are you doing?
Do I still have access to their guns?
The anti-aircraft gun.
Yeah.
I
crit succeeded the...
That's true. Actually, I'll say Vessel 3 is going around to a different gun. If you make another InfoSec hack, you can take over that one.
All right.
But this would be the last time with their...
54.
All right. Nope. All right, you control it. Give me an interface check.
Here, let's try this again. 33. That's better.
Yeah. All right.
That's a crit.
Yeah. All right. So that was Vessel 3. You bring Vessel 3 down.
It's just like a video game.
Vessel 1 is out of range of all the anti-aircraft weapons.
Fair enough, but okay, it's like 1 down.
Yep.
Jacques, change heading now.
Well, he can't this round. He is, but next round.
He's like, no, I am committed.
This is all happening in the same 3 seconds. So, nil.
What do I need to do to program the missile? Is it flipping a switch, or do I need to...
You're just flipping a switch.
Okay.
So you don't have to make a roll for that. You can just make an interface check to command it to shoot. You can loose all 3 salvos at once.
Do we want to unload everything at once?
Well, we're not unloading everything at once. We're just unloading all of our missiles at once. Plan B is we have Jacques fire up the afterburner to dangerous levels, and we strafe it with the belly gun until it goes out of the sky.
Well, it's a nose gun, but yeah. Same principle.
Yeah.
It's still a gun, shooty, bang, bang in the front.
Yep. You actually do have a front gun. You actually have a rear gun, but that's more of a
shooting down incoming missiles kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not quite as offensive. But anyway,
I'm going to do a salvo of missiles.
okay, to knock it down or to make it susceptible to hacking.
Hacking.
Okay, give me interface.
Okay, so it's a point defense weapon in the back.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Future planes.
Woo!
43. Success.
Okay. All right, so it shoots out. And they do not dodge. And they shoot at it, but it doesn't matter. You get a link.
Okay.
It is not... Let's see how good the link is. It is not the best link. You'll have a negative... it's a spotty connection. So you'll be at... if you do brute force, you'll be at negative 40 instead of negative 30. But that's all you can do this round is to get it on there. So...
Okay. We've got a link?
You do get a link. You're acting before that link is established, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want to do, Zemo?
Shoot to wound.
Okay.
I'm going to try to... Well, look, they're doing some really awesome evasion, so why don't we cripple their engines a little bit?
Yeah. Give me another gun skill. This time negative 20.
I'm going to flip that to a 37.
Okay. They cannot do better than that. They rolled a 12. So you hit them. They start... actually, no, they get a chance to shoot it down. But they failed again with an 89. So they try to evade. They try to shoot it down and fail. And you hit them. You see black smoke coming out of it. It is wounded and it begins to slow down. It is not... dead. It's not falling immediately, but it's definitely slowing down.
Okay.
And Neil, by the way, got a link onto it with one. So you have one salvo left, but yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay, can I use the link to start hacking into their...
Not this round.
Okay, so that'll be next round?
Yeah. This is all happening. The missile's going in the air. You're shooting another missile to hurt it. He shot down the other vessel with an anti-aircraft gun
Can't
from
we all
the
just get
fortress.
along?
Okay, so we're down to one.
Yeah. So this is all happening at the same time.
Yes,
so,
we
yeah.
can.
After they're dead.
So you could make a perception check to study it with zooming in, with your own cameras.
Oh
Yeah, I
god,
can do
zooming
that,
in.
so.
Are you zooming and enhancing?
It might be. I'm not going to
Borrow
tell
the
you.
corset.
All right, 55, critical success.
Okay.
He needed the corset.
2 people in optical camo to make him look like the sky jumped out.
Oh. Yeah, we need to direct our... we need to direct...
They're just falling. They're not parachuting.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
You're going to go... So, new decision. Is Jacques Cousteau going to slow down so you can shoot those people? Or are you just going to zoom by and focus on the plane?
that's oddly specific. I think we need to go after them. It could be a red herring, but...
Well, we have to bring them all down regardless.
What do you do?
I vote go after them.
I mean, the plane is going to go down. There's no way it can stay up. It's just a matter of how far it can go before it crashes.
Well, I say let's accelerate its going down.
So you could go past... and also now you have a connection to it. So Cousteau focuses on the plane. He apparently didn't notice the people, or is not focused on them. So with a new round, you could... one person could make a shot on one of the people. Actually, with both of them, with a -30, because again, you're shooting people that are falling, and you're traversing down a nose gun. So, really fucking
Would
hard.
this be guns or it's like a weapon system?
It's guns.
Okay, what's your guns?
Because you're
80.
Mine's
yeah.
70. So yeah, you're slightly better than me.
Okay, so you're going to try and shoot both people.
I'm going to try and shoot both people.
Okay.
I've been practicing.
All right, give me a gun skill. -30.
That is a 96, but I can flip it and still not make it, because that would be a 69.
Yeah.
Heyo.
Nice. So...
We're adults.
it turns out hitting people that are falling with a gun that is pointing, that you try to aim down quickly, physics, it's hard,
No, Jean-Claude, more lefter.
basically. So, that was your action. One person can hack and one person can assist them for a +10 bonus, or 2 people could assist for...
My infosec's 80. What's yours?
My infosec is 62.
All right, you assist me?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, so you get a +10.
so 90.
But it's -40. So it's -30, really.
Then 48 out of 50.
Okay. They are going to resist, obviously, and they fail. On flipping it wouldn't matter. So you get in, you are noticed. So you have basic access to that. So you, what are you trying to do? See who's in the plane. Try and sabotage it further.
Bring it down. Bring it down now.
Okay.
Just force it to nosedive?
Let's see here. Do you have any hardware skills that would tell you, what's the quickest... I have access to the software. What's the quickest way to make plane go down?
Robotics?
Definitely not.
No.
I have no hardware.
Okay.
In that case, well, if I'm not going to do something if I don't have the skill.
No, you can use interface. You can use interface at a penalty.
What's the penalty?
-30.
82?
Basically, you're pushing buttons in the software. You're basically...
Can I let him do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's hey, you, jump in here.
Let's bring it down. 17.
All right. The plane stalls out. You figured out instantly how to make it stall.
Yay, we broke it.
Yep. It starts... then you're kicked out of the network.
That's fair.
Yeah. So
We're done here.
Simon, what are you doing this round?
Right.
You can keep watching the people.
Actually, how far are they below us now?
The people? Mm-hmm. They're falling pretty fast.
Falling pretty fast. I know this is kind of a long shot, but since I have visual contact on them, trying to do a random deep scan on one to see if I can at least get some information.
You're too far away.
Okay.
You're in a plane moving really fast.
Okay.
And they jumped out of another plane without...
That's why I'm trying to get the distances just to see if that would...
No, it's more than... You have to be in, like, the same room.
Okay. So...
Or in the same hallway.
Okay. Right? So that's not... no problem.
And you can't do it. It's a sustained thing for deep scan.
Okay. Could I command one of the other rails to basically... how big were the rail guns that we're using on this thing? So,
on your... Zemo already used the railguns to try and shoot them.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to do a second one.
Yeah, you have one missile left, one missile salvo left, and you can keep watching them with your cameras to see exactly where they land.
Okay, so...
That does seem like
So you can do one or the other.
firing missiles at them in the air, but...
Well, that would force them down, but again,
Your missiles are anti-vehicle missiles.
Yeah, and they'll just
There's a
disintegrate.
chance you might destroy their stacks.
Yes, so we don't want to do that. So I'll just do another perceive check.
All right, give me another perceive check. Because they do parachute at the last.
I do like we had to have that discussion. Do you want to use missiles on
42
people?
maiden.
Okay. So
I do.
they
not
actually do
right
use
now.
parachutes at the last second.
Promise
Like
we'll
base
go
base
shoot
jumping,
people with
yeah.
missiles.
Yeah.
But not
So
Okay, but you promised.
I do.
they must be in
Alright.
top line morphs because like this would be enough to kill a normal person, a normal splicer.
We'll go have a missile shooting party later.
Yeah, with your one salvo. But yeah, you get approximate. They're you're playing basically. You lose sight of them because they go into a valley, and you don't have line of sight on them anymore. But you see what valley they go into.
Okay, so
you know approximately where they land.
Alrighty.
Within about a half a kilometer. 500 meters.
So, which honestly is miraculous given the fact of in the middle of a snowy firefight.
Yeah,
so.
remember they're in optical camo to make them look like the sky, and then snow.
Yeah.
Like you're watching little white dots fall into a big white field, and you're like, they land there.
So,
And you're like 10 kilometers up in the air.
yeah, so I'm giving them general directions, Jock, about where we have once the two.
They're pretty far away from Fortress. You're going to be the only one who can really get to them before they have a chance of like digging in the ice and disappearing.
Yeah, so we need to get there as immediately as
So new round. Cousteau is also. I'm picking up a new craft on the extreme range. It is coming in. I believe it is a Martian Ranger aircraft.
I know that was a little more Russian, but okay, we'll go.
Oh,
Thank you, Ross.
So I point out the valley. It's like we need
they
to
have
get
not hailed us yet.
we need to get down there. So there's two of the people jumped in there.
You have parachutes. You could jump out and get pretty close to them, but the plane is going over there.
And so I say the plane is going down in the valley.
No, the two people are going in the valley. The plane is landing on a big field out that way.
Oh, okay. So
So you have two drop sites.
so
So this round, somebody could parachute and get close to the valley where the two people dropped.
What would that roll be?
free fall.
It would be a will.
Oh.
You're just like, all right, time to jump. Poof.
Okay.
Lawrence, remember Helsinki?
Like vaguely, it's like I had drunk some wine right before we did that.
Some must have belled some wine.
Oh, to be fair, it was Belgian wine.
All right.
So I'll make that jump. So
So you're jumping?
Mm-hmm.
Are you jumping?
Who should jump? Quick.
I can fly, so I can just go.
So,
Why don't you do that? And
well, who's
take
going to go to
turns
the
with you?
plane then?
Lawrence and I will take care of the plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nil and Simon can...
I can also deploy spy bots to help us track.
All right.
Yeah, that's the other reason why I was thinking you're...
Okay.
He's a good boss.
So does that sound good for you too? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Simon, give me a will save. Because this is not like psyching yourself up to go skydiving. This is like I'm in the plane and I'm like, oh god, I'm jumping. Better jump now.
all right. Yep. 18 out of 75.
It's fine.
So been in worse positions.
Yep.
Liar.
I was enslaved by 9 lives.
Nil, yeah, give me a free fall check for you because you actually do have wings, so you just need to not get blown away because it's real windy up here.
Imagine that.
Wait a minute.
Wind.
It real windy up here?
It is very windy, it turns out.
Would pilot air be applicable, or does it need to be free fall?
Do you not have free fall?
I have it at a 10.
Okay, yeah,
That's right.
I'll use pilot aircraft, sure.
Okay. That's still not good. That's 75.
Is that a fail?
That's a fail.
All right, you get blown away. You're going to be off course. It's not a crit failure, though, right? So,
No.
All right, so you're...
So you did not get sucked into the turbine.
Well, that would have been cool.
Today.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just been ripped apart by being sheared by the wind velocity or something like that. Yeah, dragonflies are not like
This
super...
is partially terraform Mars.
Yeah.
Because in real Mars, as it exists now, there's not enough wind to do that.
Yeah.
But
My
and
character's
don't worry, we've been fixing Mars. It's more dangerous now.
Yeah.
My character's epitaph is just going to be a slide reel of all the ways he's died.
Also, you're going really fast, so...
Or just,
Uh,
or just the sound
you're
of a
absolutely
kazoo.
Yeah.
no, you're absolutely lucky at this point that there's not a
Or
spider
slugs.
bot jumping down saying, "Stay off my turf."
So, we'll get back to you in a second. Also, how safe do you want to make your parachuting? Do you want to have a nice, gentle coast down, or are you going to fucking do a neck-breaking base jump, too? So you can think about that as you're plummeting to the...
Okay, the question is, what skill do I have to do for the neck break? Because that seems like a free fall to do that.
Yeah, free fall sounds pretty... You're literally falling.
Yeah, that's just my somatics, and that's going to be bad.
So you can follow your music, like, here's how to parachute. So,
Yes.
so you've decided to jump out of a plane.
Here's how you don't die
Yeah.
by gravity's thrall.
Yeah.
So I will have to go with the safe jump option.
Okay.
Well, because would that be? It would just be the somatics that I would be rolling alone, correct?
No, the free fall skill.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
if you don't
very
have a
safe.
train,
Yeah.
then
Kinda
yeah.
safe,
That's somatic
safe
stuff.
Yeah,
ish,
whatever it says on the sheet.
Not safe at all, and
Okay.
really
Oh god,
freaking
we're all
dangerous.
going to die.
Yeah.
All right. That'd be fun dying that way. So
You can
I'll make a decision here in
It'd
a
be
second.
quick.
So I'll go.
Yeah. All right, you got seconds. You got some time to think about it.
Oh, I do.
You got time. It's fine.
It's great. It's fun.
So Lawrence and Zemo, you're in the plane. It's watching the other vessel go down. It's going to land on an ice field. No cover. That's good. But the other vessel, Martian Ranger vessel, ship. I keep saying vessel. Is getting closer. What do you want me to do?
Land fast.
Land? Okay. How close to the crashed vessel?
Like right on top of it so that we can hop out and take care of things?
If I land, the Martian Ranger vessel will be able to destroy us very easily.
Okay, so don't land per se, just
Maybe strafe it first.
I can strafe it.
get right over it. We're going to
Jump
rappel out the side.
I was still saying we should strafe it first.
Repelling, maybe no. You parachute. I can make a quick parachute for you. You can very low altitude. But repelling, this is a plane, not a helicopter. Does not do repelling so well.
Yeah, I still say we should strafe it once.
We're going to be strafing it on the way in.
Okay, I can strafe it and then you jump out.
That's the plan.
Okay.
But with parachutes, not ropes.
Yeah. He said bear, yeah.
Fine.
I'm sorry, look.
Killjoy.
I'm just saying, yeah, it's like, as he said, this is, well, I think that's what he said, it was French, but it was, I think he said, this is a plane, not a pelican, not a hovercraft.
Yeah. So,
It's
all right.
French. It's crap.
As you're lining up for the strafing run, that's when the Martian Ranger hails. He's like, unidentified vessel, unidentified ship, sorry. What are you doing? And why shouldn't I blow you out of the sky? This is Martian Ranger True Ingstrom. You are operating using illegal weapons to destroy another. What the fuck are you doing?
Like, hey, I think it's for you.
Should I hold off on the strafing? He looks like he is coming in on an attack vector, but he is not armed. He is not put missile lock on us yet. But that could change.
I'm not thinking, actually, how high can his voice go?
I'm very nervous.
And suddenly, like, a window cracks. Like, damn. Yeah, like,
Somewhere in the mountains, the dog goes.
Yeah, exactly. So
You've got a maybe a deceive roll on this one.
you can be so you're talking to two. You can give me a perceive check to scan the wreckage.
11.
Oh, okay. 4 people are like moving around that you can see.
It's like
They're wearing armor.
it's like 4 armored active targets.
They look. 2 of them appear wounded. To varying degrees. One appears very heavily wounded.
Like, all of them are going to be future dead. I give
there's a couple bodies there on the strewn about some in part.
Okay,
Well, there's
so
parts.
Ross,
Yeah.
I got to ask a question on Martian law. How stringent are we talking
You went there too.
Jovian-ish
Nice.
here, or are we talking more?
It's a corporate dystopia, so
Perfect.
yeah. But okay, what you roll?
Okay, so 66 on my deceive.
Okay,
Martian Ranger, you are infringing on our salvage rights. Please back off right now because we have staked a claim, which has been filed with the local office. Claim number is, rattle off a long series of numbers and letters. Claim jumpers have tried to take our claim. We are protecting our investment. If you do not wish to be involved in future lawsuits, you will stand down.
give me copy that number. I will check that now. You can give me a kinesics check.
11.
Okay, he's gonna run it. You got maybe a couple more rounds. You just made that out of thin air. He's gonna check that and know it's bullshit. But he's not gonna do anything until he checks it. So you got that time. What are you gonna do?
Okay, how many rounds to strafe it, and then this is what would be?
That round cost you. He'll have to turn back around to strafe.
So
it.
it's
You could parachute down right now. You can launch a missile because missiles can turn around because they're future missiles. But future missiles
it's like
very destructive.
I tell you what. Instead of Helsinki, let's do what we did back on that night back on Luna. Remember when we played?
Oh God, not Luna.
Well, no, it was before in the hotel. We were playing that point and click game where we had to use missiles on ship.
Well, if we do that and the target's actually one of the 4 down there, then we lost our investment.
Well, it's not going to
Possibly.
vaporize them.
Maybe it might.
Like,
It's like being a surgeon with a missile. You have to be very precise. You have to hit them in the exact right part of the blast radius, not too close to the center.
So it is rocket surgery.
Yeah, it's rocket. It's rocket surgery.
Rocket Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah.
so let's give it a shot.
Yeah. That is what you're doing. Give me an interface check to figure out. Interface would be the best way to do that, or you could use guns at -40 because this is
interface.
Yep.
We'll do interface. 40.
Okay. You've launched missiles as they turn around real quick.
That was a fun game.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Shock activate camouflage.
Jackie will interpret us as hostile and will call in reinforcements if we do.
He's going to do that anyway. We just launched missiles at our salvage claim.
Maybe you should try to bribe him. He is a cop. Jack knows most cops can be bribed.
Well, he's a Martian Ranger. We'll figure out what his paycheck is.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the characters plummeting to the planet. So, Simon.
All right, I have a question just outside of this.
Sure.
So, as I have not given my muse a knowledge skill, could I get an assistance underneath knowledge interplanetary skydiving?
Yeah, or extreme sports.
Extreme
sure.
sports?
Yeah.
Roll that to see if I get a bonus.
Yeah. Sure.
I am 29, made it. It was a 40 skill, so
Okay. So you can go pretty aggressive on your dive.
So what bonus does that give me to my base cog?
You can just tell them to go a little fast, better than safe. So
so I can take that. All right.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. You're not going to be doing what they did, which is getting to the ground as quickly as possible without hitting it at terminal velocity. Like they did take some damage, but they didn't die. So
Okay.
you're not going to take any. You're actually going to take a little bit of damage from being ripped. So just from the jerk, the neck breaking part of it, kind of. But you won't hurt too bad.
Okay.
What is your kinetic armor?
My kinetic armor. Let's see. That is. I had that written down. Oh, sorry. 420. So.
That's your movement.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So where was that?
What are you wearing? Are you just wearing a standard back suit?
It was the smart
Okay.
clothes. So
I think that's 6.
yeah. Sorry.
No worries. If you want to read somebody with this, I just want to make sure that I'm getting this right, because you do take some damage, but, I don't want to give you too much.
Yeah, I won't just immediately.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a hard suit, I'm fine.
Sure, everything's fine.
Alright, back suit gives you
David, is
2
everything
kinetic
fine?
armor.
Okay.
No,
Is
it's a
everything
standard
fine?
one. It gives you 6.
6, okay,
Good,
good.
everything's fine.
So with that, you
Everything's fine. here.
only take 2 damage.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
So you'll...
Ow.
Yeah. So you get to the ground. Did you want to get in the valley that they jumped in, or
Yes.
on top of it?
I don't have any kind of shoot skills, though, so I'm... With it, and because I'm trying to basically track them in there, so it would be easier looking over on top of the valley, or...
This is your decision.
Would that be in range?
They went into a hole in the ground. Do you want to be in the hole, or do you want to be on the side of the hole?
I'll be on the side of the hole and hopefully get a chance to look down and maybe use
Okay,
my
so you
abilities.
land in the side of the hole. You slam to the ground. It hurts, but you're not stunned or anything. Thanks to your very specific Muse knowledge of extreme sports.
He keeps himself entertained.
He keeps you entertained. He's curating. That's how he developed that skill. He's your YouTube recommended list. So what do you do?
All right, I guess
You're on the side of the there's a valley.
The
so,
thought occurs to me,
perceives
we
to-
do also have another ace in the hole.
Yeah. Well, he's out a ways out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perceive to see. It's like perceive to see if I can view them around there.
Okay.
Sure it is.
All right. Yes, 46 made it.
Okay. So you pop up, and you notice that. Let's see if you notice the thing. Oh, nope, you do not.
Okay.
Well, you actually do see something.
Okay.
So the valley is mostly natural, but you begin to see a smooth metal floor leading into the side of the wall. So you realize that they built some sort of underground something.
Structure. So.
And actually, no, yeah. What are you gonna do?
All right. Let's see. Am I still? Are we still in attack net range or?
You're in technical range with
Nil.
Nil.
Okay.
He is at extreme range. He's a couple kilometers out.
Okay.
Flying as quickly as he can, I imagine.
Okay. Giving him the location of this structure.
Okay.
And then trying to
You can
scramble.
give me another perceive check.
Okay. 14 made it.
Okay. You gonna do anything with that roll?
Oh, to improve that. So, so do I need to get a better perceived score? Because I got a 14 out of.
I know.
I'm okay. I will flip that with. Let's see what's my perceived. So
I'm being really generous.
you are really. I'll do my other int to flip that higher to 41. So
Okay. You do notice something move for a second. What do you do? Off to the side.
behind me or in front of me?
Down in the valley.
Down in front of you. So
A rock moves that shouldn't. What is your instant reaction? What are you going to do?
am I in range of psychic stab?
You don't. No.
Okay.
To the thing that moved? No.
Okay, to the thing that moved.
It is like 80 meters away.
So pretty far away. Let's
Far out of range of your async abilities. What are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm going to drop just to ground, so I'm lowering my profile, so I'm not seen.
Okay. All right. You. All right. What do you?
Crawl back. Is there any way down into?
Do you
the
have
valley?
camo, optical camo on your equipment or on your?
No. So
Okay.
this is just
You're just wearing a vac suit.
the vac suit. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless let me check my.
I think you also have an armor vest, which you can.
Yes, we
combine.
did. Yeah. Okay, we did the armor vest, but yeah, I don't have any kind of camo.
That wouldn't have applied to the fall damage, but yeah.
It's okay. So, is there a look around? Is there any area? Is there any kind of slope from where I am down into the valley itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Start doing at least a slow crawl on the ground towards that and seeing how and taking my time. Just kind of.
Okay.
Go
Give
from
me
cover to cover.
an infiltrate check.
Okay. That's gonna be fun. That's just reflex.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Oh, Ross is
Yeah,
grinning.
that's just a fail. So.
Okay. All right. You're crawling in the valley. You get it. You're sort of down on the valley floor.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Nil, you're flying as fast as you can. You're getting to the point where you're a couple hundred meters behind Aaron's position. You can see on the TACnet he's crawling down into the valley itself. What are you going to do?
I know I was a ways off, but do I know in which direction? Am I able to figure out where the runners are relative to where I landed?
You lost sight of them, so
Okay.
you know they dropped somewhere in the valley, but after that you lost sight of them.
I can't even get a general, like, they went this way or they went that way?
No, because again, you were only over the valley for a second, and you saw that they landed in the valley, but that's it. By then, there was a line of sight issue. Your plane was too far away from it to be directly above it.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to. What's the terrain like?
Icy and rocky. The
Pretty jagged, lots of highs and lows.
not super high and low.
Okay.
There's small rocks that you could crouch behind, or you're actually got a very low profile. So if you folded your wings back, you could hide entirely behind one.
That's my plan. I'm going to get as close to SAIROC as I can, but I'm going to.
You're crawling, not flying.
Yeah.
Okay, give me an infiltrate check. Are you using any of your bots?
Yeah, I'm going to use my spy swarm. Spread it out so that it's. I mean, they're nanobots. They're hard to see anyway. But I'm going to send them forward and just scan the area so I can try to get a beat on what's.
Are they crawling or flying bots?
They are flying.
Okay. So they will slowly go through the valley.
Oh my god, that might actually succeed.
Okay.
Ot 6.
Okay. Okay. Give me a perceive check. You can give me a perceive check too.
Okay.
Oh, no smile that time.
That's a fail.
Okay.
Succeed 47.
Okay. So you're crawling. And
16 eyes don't help me.
yeah, the a shot rings out, and you are hit. What is your kinetic armor?
4.
4? Alright, this will actually just be a single shot. But it is a sniper rifle. Sniper rifle.
Is anything
Actually,
like
it's not a
sniper
sniper rifle, it is a battle rifle.
Future sniper rifle.
No. I learn something every day.
Longer and heavier.
You take 16 damage. That is after armor. So somebody with a battle rifle shoots you, who is an optical camouflage. It was very well camouflaged.
Okay.
And yeah,
Was I able to see him, or did I fail?
you saw the shot. You can give me a perceived check now
Okay.
with a plus 20 bonus.
14 made it. So
Yeah, you can see approximately where he is.
how far away?
It's about 80 meters away. He didn't move very far.
Okay, so still even with line of sight, would that be still out of range for my abilities, or? Okay, so
Unless you rushed him.
and it's a sniper rifle, and I don't know what the reload rate on that thing is. So.
No, it's a battle rifle.
Oh, is it? So it'll just auto.
He fired single shot.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, while you two think about what you're going to do, we'll get into the battle next. So, you salvo the wreckage, hitting them just so that the edge of the blast radius hits the 4 survivors. They are all knocked down and pelted with shrapnel. One of them managed to hit the... well, maybe you saw someone diving behind cover. Maybe one person managed to avoid it. It's hard to tell because, fire and explosion.
And yes, And chaos and violence. And
so, Zemo, are you going to wait for the Martian Ranger to respond, or are you going to message it before?
I think we're going to message him first.
Okay.
Before he responds.
Maybe like a private channel.
Yes. Mm-hmm. While you're looking for that number, I would also like to offer my thanks for a job well done from a corporate citizen who is concerned for your well-being.
Mm-hmm.
In the amount of money units to the Widowed Orphans Charity. In your name, I believe, is the appropriate way to do it.
All right, that would be a favor to have that kind of bribe ready. So, what level of bribe are you doing? Minor, moderate, or major?
I think moderate will be enough.
Okay. And which network are you using?
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with G-Rep.
All right.
Yeah, G.
Okay.
Odd one.
Okay, that succeeds. So, Ranger Ingstrom, says, he goes on the private channel. All right, I don't give a shit what you fucking gangsters do to each other. I know what's at that polar fortress. But you started a shit show, like fucking starting a war with fucking planes shooting down planes, and shit is visible from space. We can see the fortress going up in smoke. But I'm going to. I can not give you. I can be your friend. I can not shoot you down. I can say I felt unsafe and that I was going to in safety of my life. But you have to do something for me. Now the money's nice, but there's a site. In fact, it's a site that two of your buddies parachuted out of. I guess there's somebody for some reason, so you already know about that place. So there's a valley, and he gives you coordinates. It's actually the same valley that those guys parachuted in. Your two targets. There's an underground installation in there. I've detected some of my people have gone to check that place out, and they reported back exurgent infection, and then they went silent. And I tried to carry out my spears. It was all shut down. I don't know what the fuck they're doing there, but I don't like the idea of a bunch of gangsters messing around with the fucking exurgent virus.
I don't like the idea of a bunch of gangsters messing around with the exurgent virus either.
So I'm going to drop a payload, cargo box. You're going to pick that up. You're going to take it to that place, and you're going to detonate it. It's a lot of explosives. When I see that place collapse, when I can detect the seismic readings of that explosion, and trust me, I will be able to. I'll just give you. I'll send coordinates to you. That'll give you a clean vector for escape. Because the security cordon's moving in. Backup's coming. You don't have long. And he gives you a timeline of about 80 minutes before the place is swarming with about 100 Martian Ranger craft of various types.
You know, it is always our pleasure to cooperate with the Martian Rangers.
But if you don't, I'm going to be watching you. And I'll be the first to take you down, because I know you're out of missiles. I'm not. Alright. He veers off. And he drops a cargo package that floats to the ground on a parachute.
I'm actually just going to say, sigh.
Lawrence, you see to the cargo, I will see to the survivors.
About this point, you're all getting footage from the TACnet. They're deep inside the polar fortress. Your plane has really good, radar or radio, so
and
you
Wi-Fi.
can, so you can get those mesh signals. Basically, they found a museum in the polar fortress, and that museum might have the centerpiece of that is what they call.
I like the air quotes around museum.
Well, there's this. They say we found they're using the exurgent virus for an art that they made out of. They fucking made a statue out of fucking informants. Do you? I mean, here they put a like encrypted thing on XP of it, so you can look at it if you want to, but you don't have to. But this is called the Petrifier virus.
I think we should nuke this site.
Well, we got another site to nuke too.
Well,
I think we should nuke these sites, plural.
so with the information you have, it occurs to you they had to if they apparently it's a big cube, and inside that cube is another cube which has a live exurgent virus that they used on an informant, and that petrified them, and so they had to have a place to assemble this crazy thing, and so you really guess that your targets went to that workshop where they made exurgent art, and
Yeah, we want to destroy that.
well, there's a big old cargo thing, so you can land and pick that up. And
Let's do that.
Yeah, and we are going to deal with those survivors quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Okay.
Before.
All right. You get there. You could do another strafe, or at this point you can also so it's sort of like sends a powerful mesh signal to you two. So about at the time Nil just gets shot. So you two know that Nil has been shot. So you've got a lot to do. So where are you going to tell Cousteau to go? To pick up the cargo, or
Cargo
to back up your buddies, or to strafe the survivors?
If we pick up the, if he picks up the cargo and backs up our buddies, in that order.
Well, he has to land. Picking up the cargo is going to be the longest thing because he has to land and put it in the plane and then fly. Get back in the air.
And Neil and I are really not in a position unless I can get closer to him.
Well, no, the cargo is like a big ass pallet.
So no, I'm talking about in our position too.
Yeah. So
we're not in a
like
position to
he can get back to your position pretty quick. So if you two want to parachute down to help your buddies, that would be the quickest way. And then Cousteau could just strafe the survivors a couple more times until he doesn't detect movement, and then pick up the stacks.
That'll work.
Okay. So you two are en route as backup, but now we're in combat. So both of you roll a D10 and add your initiative score.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be...
16.
16? Okay. Greg.
9 on the initiative, and I take a wound for every increment
Of wound threshold.
Yeah.
WD.
So I took 3 wounds from that hit.
Nice. Give me a sometimes 3 check. That is knockdown.
Op 4, that hits.
So you're fine. Well, I mean, you're not fine.
Yeah.
Now you get to ignore 1 wound because you're a robot. But now your systems are malfunctioning, and if you don't have pain tolerance or anything, you have a negative 20 to everything. Now you can spend a point of vigor to ignore a wound penalty if you have any vigor.
I have 1 vigor.
Yeah.
I will think on that.
Okay. But otherwise you're a negative 20 on everything because, it's not necessarily pain, but bullets damage your systems, make it harder to do things, weirdly enough. Anyways, Simon, you get to go first.
All right. I'm trying to think. As of right now, I'm trying to at least get out of this guy's range, and
You can run back up the slope.
Well, true, but I'm also trying to cover some distance because he said he was out 80 meters out.
80 meters in basically, it looks like he's guarding that tunnel leading into that underground place.
Are there any between myself and him? Are there any areas for cover that I can get to?
There are. It's not super good, but there's enough that you can. If you scrunch down, you can totally.
Which I'm trying to do because I want to be able to try to get closer in range for my abilities. So
Okay.
Well,
you could also just make a dead run and just run straight at him.
True, but that gives a shot on him an opportunity, and I probably won't survive that. So unless I just have an athletics roll to kind of skid faster than he can get a beat
give
on
me a cog times 3 roll.
Okay. Let's see. Nope. Can I flip base? Can I flip base cog rolls?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to use my flex on that. So.
Okay.
All right. So 28 made it.
I mean, it looks like he's holding his position. You can always run up the valley and then come back and then just jump down on him. He's close enough to the side that you could jump. Now, it's about a 30-meter drop, but so it's going to hurt. But bullets hurt probably more than that.
True, and if I get the beat on him, and
And you brain fuckle him real good, then yeah.
That's true, so
yeah, it's up to you, but you can easily run back to get out of line of sight of him.
Okay.
Or you could...
would I be? Would I actually be able to do my async ability as a quick action?
No.
Okay, so
definitely complex actions.
Okay, so that's fine.
Unless the ability specifically says that, but I don't think any of your brain fuckling powers are quick actions.
No, they're all quick. That's you're right. So, or would I? That's could athletics be a quick action and then a complex, or?
No, but you can spend vigor to take additional actions in a round.
Oh, okay.
But you do it after everyone else is active.
Oh, okay. So,
but it'd be the same round.
Okay.
So you could make a round to run the 80 meters and then spend a point of vigor to then brain fuck him in the same round.
Yeah,
so he would have a chance to shoot at you.
That's true. So,
but
no good options here. So yeah, I'll see about making the jump. So I'm going to get out of range.
You're gonna run away.
Yeah, I'm going to run away and then get out.
All right, give me athletics.
Okay. 9 made it.
Okay, you get out of range before he has a chance to shoot at you.
Okay.
In that case, he is going to hold his action. Neil, what are you going to do?
I'm trying to look up something. Can you do suppressing fire with the gun skill?
Sure. I'll allow it.
There used to be one, so
yeah.
I'm not great with guns, but if it makes it easier for you to do your thing, keeps you from getting shot, then
that would be
a shot.
Well, he's not shooting at you right now. He may think.
But if I know where SAIROC is, I know that he's opening himself up to attack. I might pop up and just fire a few rounds just to keep him.
Well, it's going to take him a few rounds to run up get to the side of the valley, and get in position to where he can drop down on him. So you don't want to do suppress. You don't. What weapon are you armed with?
Medium pistol.
So you don't really have a lot of ammo per magazine. So
no, I don't.
So you could do that, but you probably want to wait until Cyroc's in position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do this round?
So is there how far am I from the sniper?
About 80 meters.
80 meters. Are there any other outcroppings or rocks that I can zip to points and get a little bit closer?
Yeah, you have a much lower profile. There are rocks that you could use to hide as cover.
I'm going to do that then. I'm going to stay low but move closer.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. Yes.
That's a fail.
Okay.
Wait, I've got...
Yeah, with your negative 20 penalty, don't remember.
With my... Oh, I am going to spend the vigor to...
Ignore one.
To ignore one, so I'm only taking a minus 10. But I will spend a flex to flip the 40 into...
You can also use bots as distractions, too.
Yeah, I'm running precious low on those. I've got the spy bots and some fixer bots.
Your spy swarm, by the way, is still moving through the valley. It's not very fast. They're tiny little bots. They can't move very fast. They're doing the best they can. But when they get to him, you won't have any penalties to shoot at him because there's optical. They'll be like, he's right here. We're literally on top of him.
Yeah, we do. They do have a suppressing fire rule, so it's a complex action, full auto mode, uses up 20 shots. Then the area extends out into a cone, and basically, it'll use up ammo for that, but it'll basically...
So I'll be spending the whole clip.
Yeah.
Oh, it says uses up to 20 shots, so I'm not sure.
Well, if it's full auto, it's at least 10 shots.
Any character who's not behind it or not covered, move behind cover, is the risk of getting hit by the suppressive fire. So make one attack roll with no modifiers except range and wounds. Apply to anyone moving out of cover of the suppressed area.
Okay.
So
yeah, he's out of cover right now. He is. So you made your athletic check?
Yes.
Okay.
4.
Okay, so you are totally behind a rock, so you do not have line of sight on him, on the attacker. But he's optically camouflaged anyway, so you never really had sight on him.
Okay.
So he might be moving. Yeah, but your spy swarm is still moving across. Okay, so give me another athletics check.
Okay.
Now you also have two choices. One, you could run around the valley. But there's a spot where the two sides are pretty close to each other. You could try and jump across. That would be a lot faster.
Assuming a lot more dangerous, though, so...
Well, if you fail that one roll...
Well, like I said, I still have vigor and things, so...
That's talking like a player character.
Shut that up.
So you're going to make the jump?
We'll run around and do that jump to make
Okay.
it. So, again, I wouldn't be a SAIROC if I didn't do this, so...
Yeah. You get a sense, yeah. I mean, if you have to run all the way around the valley, Neil's probably going to get shot again.
That's true. On 8.
Okay, you jump across. He's going to take a snapshot at you. He was on Overwatch. He sees you moving, so
That's fine.
he has a negative 20 to hit you. So.
Okay.
And he fails.
All right.
The bullet rings out.
Like wild scream. Ah! Just...
So your spy bots actually can see him. You get a better picture of him as he sees and realize he's being flanked because he did see that. So he is looking up and watching. Let's see. You can give me a perceive check to see if you can figure out what he's doing.
And the minus 10 is deducted from the roll value, right?
Yeah, because your sensors are malfunctioning and shit. If you ignore it, because you spent the vigor, it's for the entire scene.
Yeah.
To ignore one. So you're only at
24 hours, it said.
Yeah.
So I rolled an Ought 2. What happens?
You succeed.
Okay.
Like
It can't go negative.
yeah. Well, the negatives against your total your starting skills. So instead of what's your perceive?
50.
50. So it'd be effectively a 30.
Okay.
So, but you rolled a 2, which still is under 30.
So it's off my skill rating, not the die roll. Okay.
Because the negative would be good if it was against your die roll. So you realize he is backing up, getting away from the wall of the valley. So he would be, if he gets too far out, he will be out of range for SAIROC to jump down on him. But he is splitting between looking up and looking at your position because he saw where you went and he's waiting for you to go. Neither of you have security ops, right?
No.
Okay, and neither of you two do either, right?
I do not. I do have security ops, yes.
All right, you're now in TACnet range?
I'm TACnet, yeah.
So you're getting ready to parachute, but you can give me a security ops check.
I'm not helping!
All right.
I'm not
Flip
helping.
that in any way?
I cannot.
Well,
It's either 98 or 89.
you know what you know. So
Just he's screwed.
yeah. So you two are getting ready to parachute. One, where do you want to parachute, and how exact do you want to be, and how quick do you want to get to the ground?
Considering that we know that our teammates are getting shot, I would say leaning more towards the speed and less towards the let's take the scenic slows.
All right. It's time for tentacles to go flapping in the air.
Okay.
It is time for tentacles to go flapping in the air.
Are you where do you want to be? I've described the scene, so you could be on top of the valley on the ridge line on one side or the other. You could go right in the valley itself.
Could I try security ops again just to see what would be a good spot for us to land?
It depends on what your intention is. What are you trying to
cover them?
To cover them, what are you armed with?
I've got the assault rifle.
Okay.
And
For you, that's easy. That's the ridge line. Just get up there.
yeah, and I too have an assault rifle.
Do you?
Well, I thought I could get one because
Yeah. You could have one. Do you have gun skill?
I do. I've been spending res on it.
Oh, okay.
I've been training.
Oh, okay.
He's got guns at 70. I've got guns at 80.
Jeez, how much res points do you put into it?
I put 4 points.
Okay, that's 20. Yeah.
And
I thought you didn't start with any.
I had 8. I unspent.
Oh, you had 8. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I also have been bumping up training chef, but I can only spend 1 point at a time on that.
Yeah.
You can spend as much as you want until you get to 80.
Okay.
Then it's only 1 point per session. Well, I think we're...
All right, so yeah, if you spend all your res points on guns, yeah, that's fine.
I didn't spend all of them, just enough. I still only got 3 left. But
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I will roll so I know where to
Yeah, I guess you guys have gotten about 15 res points or so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, with assault rifles, and you have approximate his position because of the spy swarm, and he's starting to move, which makes it easier to spot optical camo.
Sure.
So just get up on the ridgeline and hose them down.
Let's do it. We're aiming for the ridgeline.
Yeah, so you don't need to make will saves because you're a little prepared for that. But if you want to do a neck breaker thing, that would be some kind of skill check to not for free. You can do a safe, slow fall, but if you want to do a neck breaker, base jump thing. That's going to be some kind
But I'm hoping that the fact I'm an invertebrate might help.
I mean, you're still being yanked, and you also want to make sure you're landing on target. So, like, free fall. Yeah, free fall.
Free fall, yeah, I'll do that.
Free fall will be perfect.
35.
Yep.
Make it.
Yep.
I do not have free fall, so athletics.
Yeah, -10. Let's look up knowledge extreme sports.
100.
Yeah, critical success. So,
I'm guessing I land on that ridge line just. I shoot over.
so you're beginning. Yeah, so you're getting position. You're beginning. You're falling. You're descending right now. You're backup's coming. Backup's coming. So, Nil, what are you going to do? He is going to be out of position for SAIROC to make his attack if you don't do anything.
He's moving out of position, away from SAIROC.
Yeah, away from the side of the wall, like into the middle of the valley.
Then I want to do what I said before. I can pin him down with the.
Mm-hmm. All right, give me. You pop up. He does see you, so I'll. You'll have it. You'll basically be. We'll make your gun skilled first because he is distracted a little bit. That's not a good roll, is it?
I can't flip that. I got nothing left. That's a 60. That's a fail.
All right. Recoil's a thing.
Nice.
So
This is how it works, right?
Yep.
Bam, 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 bam.
he is going to flip that to hit you. So it's only one bullet. He's only hitting you with one.
That goes really fast and hard.
I mean, it is a battle
Yeah.
rifle. That's actually pretty good. So you take another 8 damage.
8 damage. Alright.
You get winged. So last time I rolled 2 8s or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this was a 6. So 2d10, big range in there. So he shoots you. I imagine you take another wound.
I do.
Yeah, and you. Are you still up? Are you still above durability?
I am 1 point below my durability.
Okay. But he stops. He is still close enough that SAIROC, you see all this on the TAC net, you're in position. Give me another athletics check.
Alright, come on.
This is going to hurt you, though, no matter what, because you're going to fall on him.
Yeah. 15. I made it.
Okay. You jump. He's not late enough. He's too late to shoot you. So first off, give me a Psalm times 3 to not black out from hitting him. Because I imagine, you're using your body as a missile.
Yeah.
Your body's not meant for that.
Ugh. I can't. That's going to fail. So
Okay.
I can't flip it. So
Okay, so you black out for a moment.
Oh.
You're stunned. You're not knocked out, but it's stunning. It's stunning.
you're stunning.
You take 10 damage minus your kinetic armor.
So that was the 6. So
Actually, yeah. So you'll be
4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm right at my threshold.
He is stunned as well. Frankly, it's stunning.
You're stunning.
And
Whoa! That's adorable.
That's
Yeah.
a joke. So
Is it?
Neil, are you going to do anything? Is they're both
it's
stunned this
breathtaking,
round? Your weapon's out. You could just you do have a reload.
This sounds stupid. Can I hack the gun? Can I hack the sniper rifle?
It is not wireless. You have to physically connect to it. If he
Yeah.
was not stunned and touching it, you could do it, but he is
I
not.
can't get there that quickly.
You I mean, they're stunned for a second. You could, if you make 2 athletics checks, you could. Or piloting checks, yeah.
I cannot make.
Okay.
I don't trust myself to make 2 pilot checks. I'm definitely not making 2 athletics checks.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to reload.
Okay, you reload. Both of you give me an initiative check. You're just doing a new initiative
A new
against
initiative
it.
roll?
Yeah,
Okay.
for him.
Okay. That's going to be 9.
Okay, you get to go. You're on the ground. You're up first. You get to act.
Oh yeah, so just on top of them, grab Psychic Stab.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll see how well this works.
Yeah. Give me your roll.
Okay, so make sure I have the correct infection modifier on that. So that is 6, and that's going to be, if I succeed on that, that's going to be 2d10 plus 1d6.
Okay.
Non-blockable unless he's psychic armor of some way.
Yeah, you just.
I'm gonna bet he doesn't though.
Yeah, you just need to make your roll. You can't defend against it. Does he get like yeah?
But 57 made my psi roll on it, so.
Yeah, roll damage.
All right. Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage to his.
Yeah, the body starts spasming. I mean, he's wearing armor. His optical camouflage goes off, revealing he's in full, combat armor. But he's spazzing out. He's not dead. 13 damage is not enough to kill him, but give me your infection check.
All right. Oh, yes. Thank you. So. Made it. 79. So nothing yet.
Okay. So he is going to go. He is going to try and get up and run.
What do you have a negative for that?
He did take a wound, yeah.
Okay. So.
But he rolls a 5. If you have vigor, you could take another action and grab him before you can do one more stab at him.
Sad. Actually.
But otherwise, he's going to get some distance before you can act again.
Actually, illusion. Can I do this to start making him running in circles?
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
So.
You sure can.
All right.
You would get a will save for that.
All right. So we'll see if that. Well, I'll try and think if that would be. Yeah, let's do that. I want to see how that is. So that's going to be a 32.
Run him into a wall.
Don't admit that. You have to admit that would be funny.
It would be funny.
All right.
We meet again.
One other example is tricking someone to walking off a roof. Yeah.
Alrighty. Sustained illusion. 27 made it.
All right. Does he get a... He got a 22 on his save. So
that's a critical. Oh, okay.
Yep, it is a critical success. So go and give me another infection check.
Okay.
Spend a money unit to get Ross to negate that for you.
Yep.
No. So 77 critical success if that existed for
All right. All right.
Not
so
today.
at this point, Zemo and Lawrence have parachuted down. They both land on ridges opposite each other. As the guy is close, the guy, has dropped his weapon, is running towards this tunnel that you couldn't see from the air. Yep.
Like bullets go in the mans.
Yep. Are you doing semi-auto, burst fire, or full auto?
Burst.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
For damage or to hit?
To hit.
Okay. You have a negative 10 for all the modifiers of parachuting and snapshot and all that stuff, distance and cover, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of a difficult shot, but you can do that so you're doing it to hit her, sorry.
Actually, he's wearing armor, right?
Yep, full combat armor.
Okay, so can I do mine as called shot, armor defeating?
Armor piercing, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the same.
Okay, then it's negative 30.
Okay.
I make
32.
46 out of 50.
Yeah, roll damage.
All right.
What is the damage on that one again?
Assault rifles are 2d10 plus 2, I believe. Yeah.
Oh ho. 2d10 plus 2?
Mm-hmm.
20.
Okay, minus 10 for his armor after you pierced it, so yes.
So I've got a 16.
Mm-hmm.
So
6 and 10. So 16 damage total. With what Aaron did too, and also Aaron falling on him. SAIROC.
Crunch.
He falls down. He's disabled, or dead. Technically, Deadish. So good job.
Keep him covered. Get up close.
Yeah.
Finish the job. Take the stack.
Mm-hmm. You got one more stack.
All right,
and then you can see it's like a big ass blast door in front of you as the optical camouflage has been.
All right, suck in the guts, guys, with the 8C.
I jumped off a cliff.
Good job, man.
You kept him from getting through the blast doors.
He's like, no, you did a hell of a job, man. Nice work. I give you my version of a thumbs up.
I'm glad I gave him a concussion.
Can somebody repair Nil? He looks like he needs it.
I'll say you would have repair
I'm not
spray on you. So, Nil, you heal 8 damage.
Oh, please.
As you basically spray yourself with repair nanobots. And 1 wound. But yeah, that's all you can do when you only had 1. You didn't really specify.
Tails bent at an awkward angle. One wing is twitching, doing this. The other one's just kind of rotating.
Yeah, bolts hurt. So,
All right.
at this point, Kiso says, I have strafed the survivors enough. I will land and collect the stacks, and then I shall get the pallet. ETA 20 minutes.
Like, well, all right then.
Can we have that door open in 20 minutes?
Depends on how you want to open it.
Well, let's look at it first.
There's a control panel on it.
Like, interface.
Ah, yes. The Gibson, my old friend.
Yeah, you can give me an interface check.
All right. So what's your interface?
My interface is
With
80.
8.
Yours is better than mine.
My infosec is 70.
If you had hardware, electronics, or industrial, that would work too.
36 on the interface.
Okay. Does anybody else have any skills, hardware skills?
Electronics.
Yep, you can give me hardware, electronics.
That hits 17.
Okay. So between the two of you, you're able to override the locking mechanism and open the door.
We're not opening it yet.
Okay. You unlock it. You do.
Here's what I would like to propose, gentlemen.
Yes.
As soon as the package arrives from Mr. Cousteau, we unlock this door, we slide it in, we jam the door shut. We detonate the payload,
Yeah.
which, from what I understand from our conversation with the Ranger,
Something of a daisy cutter.
something of a Moab, I believe.
I don't know. I think my term is more correct. But yes, but exploding.
Yes. We put the big box of Boom Boom down the hole.
In the poop hole, and then we collapse the whole thing.
Somebody. Who? What are all your muses again?
I have a pirate.
Mine is Winston.
I have Pirate Cthulhu.
Pirate Cthulhu. Pirate.
Army mateys, that which is dead can never die. Also, one of your targets is unaccounted for.
Like, oh, fish. Like, where was he last seen?
Here, in the valley.
Like, all right. Also, everyone
Oh,
back
the
on
other
red
one.
alert, please.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Like, find some cover.
Okay. The spy swarm is actually at this point swept that place. There's no one else here.
Okay.
Unless he's
so the
inside.
cover is down the hole. The
Scumbag.
target is down the hole.
Scumbag go down the hole.
They can't. He can't be allowed to get away with that. If he's literally carrying it, they literally have an exurgent virus down here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, you two get caught up on that as you're
Yeah.
attacking it with the Polar Fortress assault, which is going swimmingly. They're having to figure out who's an innocent civilian bystander and who's actually a high value target. Yeah. So there were some artists in residence, and they're like, "Are you the person we want to grab their stacks, or are you just some asshole who's in the wrong place at the wrong time?" So
Everyone gets their stacks taken.
also ambushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's a big
Also
tunnel
ambushes.
network under the main fortress. So
Weird.
So picking up ourselves. Actually, do we have metachines? So
I don't know.
Okay.
You've got some gear points. You could have gotten
Okay,
them.
That's true. So,
I mean, if you shop. So
so
if you don't have it on a sheet, you don't have it.
yeah. So I'll worry about that next time.
So
Whenever you see.
yeah, whatever. So you have some options. Yeah, if you blow up the high value target, you may not get your payday, or your payday could be reduced.
Yeah. So, and more importantly, we can't let them get away with this.
It's also not. I mean, Alexander was your primary target, but there's a lot of big assholes in this place that'd be really valuable. So also it makes them less dangerous to you because you're taking out a bunch of night cartel leaders, and if you get their stacks, you get all their secrets, and you can neutralize them as threats to you.
Yeah.
By plundering their bank accounts and shit, just so that they can't put out bounties on your head and shit.
Did that when we took him down? Did his chameleon cloak come out of that unscathed, or is it shredded?
Yeah, you guys fucking shot it up.
Okay, damn. Okay,
Yeah, weird.
It's almost like we put bullet holes through it.
Did put a lot of
to make
bullet
sure
holes
the
in
guy-
it.
fine. So it was
Yeah, that's fair.
a legitimate question. So
His rifle's there.
Okay.
If you make an infosec check, you can take it.
I will.
All right.
49 out of 70. Property is mine now.
Yep. You have a battle rifle.
All right.
Kinetic. So
use it really well.
it has 4 bullets left, and he had no other ammo on him, which is why he was doing single shots.
Makes sense.
Yep.
So
it looks like he bugged out before without hitting the armory. You're gonna have to go in there if you want to get your last target.
All right. Well, we gotta wait for the payload to arrive.
Okay. All right. So you wait 10 minutes.
Do we want to crack the door and send some spies in?
Do we have spies to send in?
My spy bots returned.
Well, your spy swarm again is very slow, so you're not going to get. You have about 10 minutes before it'll be parachuted down to you. So again, you have about 70 minutes before before you need to get the fuck out. So there is a clock.
You'll recover them.
You can command them to just go in. If you open the door, they can just go in there. It's just again, they're tiny, so they're slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have
Which is why
don't
I
you have a
wanna do
squish
it
bot?
now. I use the squish bot to
Okay.
trap the
Oh yeah.
thing.
Do you have any other bots aside from your spy swarm?
I have a fixer swarm.
Oh, you just have
I thought
swarms.
you also had a guardian angel.
yeah.
No, the cultists had guardian angels.
Oh, you can have a guardian angel then.
Okay.
For the purposes of this adventure, we'll say a guardian angel is there. You just didn't use it in the last encounter. It caught up to you. It was caught off course and it was blown away, but it finally gets back with autopilot. So you could send the guardian angel in. That would be able to sweep the area a lot faster.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep.
All right. So you open up the door, the blast door, just enough to let the guardian angel in. But as you do that, you realize that this entire complex is Faraday caged. No signals in or out.
Oof.
So you either have to program it to do something and then wait for it and then open the doors to see if it's back there and then get its data off of it.
Or go inside with it.
Or leave the door open so the signal can get through. You don't have any cable.
Do we have schematics of this building?
Nope. This place is like...
This was even on the map.
this is like 20
I don't
kilometers.
believe that there are schematics of this building.
Oh,
I will-
Night Cartel probably has them. Probably, maybe the guy you just killed probably has it in his head, but none of you are psychosurgeons, so...
Yeah.
And
Damn
he's
it.
dead, so you can't read his brain.
I'm gonna get to the
I-
sink.
So that's
I will-
true. So
Yep.
I will program it, that way we can close the door behind it, and I will program it to prioritize stealth and just get a layout of as much of the facility as it can.
Okay, sure. All right, give me a programming check.
That is... I'll spend my insight to flip that to a 19.
Oh yeah, by the way, you can all have a short rest where you can get 1d6 pool points back. Because that's how short rests work in this game.
I'll take it.
Then I will definitely spend that point of insight.
Cool.
Like playing some jacks while we wait.
I mean, you had to. All of you had to wait for them to open the door up. So, and you all just, breaking a big blast door is it's almost calming. 24/7 beats to crack blast doors by. Your pirate Cthulhu was playing. So you made your programming check.
Yes.
How long do you want to give it before you open the door again?
How much time do we have left before the payload arrives?
Probably about 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Okay. So you're all just waiting. In the valley outside of an insurgent infected bunker with the corpse.
and nothing. We
Who's
haven't
carrying
done
the
before.
stack, by the way?
I am.
Okay. It was very quick. Yeah. So you wait the 8 minutes. That's
Actually,
your.
I am. I'm the one who pulled it.
So that's like I'm going to say I took it immediately because I wanted information off.
How
He was
exactly are you going to take it off of me if I'm not giving it up?
Actually, he was
the one
closer.
who pulled it.
Well,
That's fine.
okay, all right. If you want to do it, but you were up on top of the ridgeline shooting down, and he was right next to the dude. So after he was dead, he would have had time to dig it out before you jumped down.
Well,
So-
that's why I specifically said walking up, finishing him, pulling his stack.
All right.
So
Okay.
I have the stack.
Okay.
And it's
So
going into a bag, into a zipped shut bag that's going into another bag that's going into another bag.
okay. So
These things are made out of diamond, but they can be cracked.
8 minutes pass. Do you open the door?
Yes.
Do we have the payload yet?
It's on its way. It's about to be parachuted down into the valley.
Okay.
Let's
So-
get the door open then.
The door opens. Everyone, give me a will save.
1. Yep.
Okay.
Fail.
I make.
Made it.
Okay. Sorry, everyone made it.
I said,
I failed.
Oh, you failed. All right. You lose. It's only one stress. Your poor guardian angel. It's starting to look crystallized.
Oh no.
Yep.
We're not going.
I mean,
No,
close door.
No.
Close door.
all right. You close the door.
I'm going to try to diagnose what's wrong with this thing.
Are you
Do I have any idea what this... It's literally turning to crystal?
Well, actually, you had 8 minutes to study the information that your other team got from the Polar Fortress. If you want to make more will saves.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a will save.
That's a success. 12.
Okay. So in the 8 minutes you're looking at the footage, you realize, one, this is a nanoplague. So it affects any morph, as long as it can make physical contact with you. These are atmospheric, which means they can fly. But if you can physically keep them off of you, they can't hurt you. They do not broadcast basilisk attack, as far as you can tell. People are viewing them in plain sight, and it's creepy and it's weird. But your comrades are still your comrades. Like, they aren't all infected and shooting each other and like turning Mars into a hellhole. So good job on that.
Like you do.
it's just petrification.
So your guardian angel obviously had no idea to defend itself against that. The site is partially contaminated, but if you use certain techniques, you can fight against it. So, for example, fire, explosives, things to keep the nanoplague physically away from you. 2, if you could use thick suits and just be ready to discard them. Hazmat protocol, like ablative layers of armor.
Can I possibly make a biotech roll to see if this would be something? If there's something we could do to create on the spot to counter it, or
Sure.
Okay. 38. Yes, success.
Okay, what do you want to use?
Let's see. With the
Because these are basically tiny machines that are built by Titan technology that turn people into rock and crystal.
actually, could we possibly use because we still have repair gel,
Repair spray?
or repair spray?
No, you only had 1 can of it. Unless,
Okay.
Got a fixer swarm.
Actually, no. If somebody wants to have a point of flex, you could have another can of it. You could spend points of flex to say you have other basic equipment you would use to bring into an assault on a bad guy's lair.
Okay. Does anybody else have any flux they can spend? Or?
For example, you could have a
I have
nano detector. You could
one
have
flex,
nano.
and it's my last cool point.
Okay.
Well,
I rolled a 1 on my...
Did you roll? Yeah. Well, I mean, that includes the points you just recovered from your short rest.
Yeah, I took my short rest.
Okay.
It said 1d6 points recovered. Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So I've got 2 points of flex. But
So, for example, Guardian Nanoswarms
Yeah.
would give you a lot of defense against this. It would not necessarily be perfect, but you could, in fact, you could get data. For example, knowing what you know, the data on the Guardian Angel should still be okay. It's not going to infect you. The data, so you could get partial schematics from the Guardian Angel.
That's true. and see about safe areas that we could walk through. So
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend a point of flex for those guardian swarms.
Okay.
Nell, pull the data if you could.
Will do.
Okay.
And let's figure out how deep does this place go, because that's going to determine our next action.
Okay. You could also make makeshift using optical camouflage or actually whatever material is available, like a sort of quick quarantine tent to prevent them from getting out.
Okay. And the idea that I had with it is if we had access to like to get their gear, like with the swarms or something, use the Guardian spray over any of the vac suits, kind of like a general mucus membrane to catch and maybe quickly neutralize any of this.
Well, that's what Guardian swarms
Okay,
do. So like that's,
I was thinking more of a secondary on us just in case they got through.
well,
so.
repair spray would be what you would use to protect your armor as it was being converted into crystals.
True. So
Which would slow the progress but not stop it.
yeah. So that's what I was thinking.
So that would be another point of flex for either item.
Okay. So
Zemo is protected by Guardian Swarms. You don't know how quickly effective they are. Your Guardian Angels, everyone can give me rolls for the data if you want to look at it.
Okay. Just interface or.
No, it's like perceive, knowledge skills. This is like analyzing an underground location. For example, you realize this place was built to create this fucking weird-ass exurgent art. So you could try to figure out what kind of facilities it would have. Like a person went in there, chose to go in there. And so, yeah. Right. So if you had art skills, like how do you make art? Hardware skills would work.
Morph design to see what would be resistant to this, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a perceive, just to see if I can look at the schematic itself.
Sure. Okay.
I got a 23 on perceive. That's a success.
I mean, the Guardian Angel, you didn't see any people moving around in there, but that eliminates some of the areas. So, like, that person, yeah. So, with Morph Design, you actually notice a weird spherical thing, and you realize... what'd you make your Morph Design by?
23. It was 23 out of 50.
Okay. So you would have made it even with a big penalty. So... with that in mind, you realize that they make custom sort of, not morphs, but vehicles to enter the hot zone to make the art, which is actually like a spherical diamond.
Because that was never frightening at all. So.
Well, so if you can get one of those, you'd be totally protected.
Okay.
But there's no visible portholes on it. You realize it must have like... T-ray emitters and other things to navigate, other sensors to navigate the environment.
Okay. So just finding where those are stored.
You know exactly where they are.
Okay.
So it's just, you could actually rush in there. A person with Guardian Swarms could get in there before he was infected and get in one of those vehicles. And then you just have to find the target in this weird-ass bubble thing.
How many are in there?
There are 6. Actually, there's 7. One of them is, but there were vehicle bays for 8.
Okay.
So it seems the Guardian Angel swarm from the sensor. It seems like the area is actually pretty large and sort of tunnel-like. It looks like they have numerous different chambers. So your target is hiding somewhere in there.
Okay.
So that's one thing you figure out. So with your perceive check. You also see that there is a nano factory. It's like a hive, but it's just pumping out nano swarms constantly. And you realize these are Guardian swarms that they are pumping out that are programmed to protect the facility itself from the petrifying virus. So they are in overdrive. However, the hot zone door has been... obviously, it was opened improperly, so there is so eventually, in theory, the petrifier virus that's contaminating the area right now, that contaminated your Guardian Angel, will be destroyed because it's not in the hot zone. Like basically, it seems like your target jumped in the vehicle, like opened the doors too quickly, letting some of the things in, and then just got in a vehicle
and just drove into the hot zone.
Yeah, he basically got into the hot zone really quickly, figuring, I guess, your target thinks hiding in the hot zone is the safest place for him to be, or for her to be.
More and more, I'm thinking that the best thing that we can do is cut our losses.
Well,
blow this place up, and flee.
Another thought comes to your mind. Exertion viruses that are actually predictable and are deployable like this are super valuable. I had to say it. You are.
No, it's fine. But I also don't like the fact that there's somebody else in here, and even doing our sweep, they might have another exit that they can try to get out of.
I mean, that's true too.
That's like that we're not aware of. So destroying this obviously is a priority, but we still need to capture the target.
So Neil, what skill check did you use?
I used to perceive and got a 23 success.
Okay. So, with the rest of the place, you can see it's heavily automated. Obviously, it was designed to be used and, like, no one having to watch over it for a long period of time. There is a very large power plant there that is heavily shielded and guarded. Do you have hardware industrial? Or
I have robotics, demolitions, and electronics.
Oh, demolitions. Yeah. You realize the power plant seems to be a little powerful for this place. You're wondering if they didn't set that up to be a fail-safe, nuke it if it gets contaminated, like an automated fail-safe program. If the facility detects a leak, it might nuke itself. You may not even need your package that is floating down as you speak. And so, yeah. So with the Guardian Swarms, you could get in a bubble vehicle, and if actually characters were hugging each other, one Guardian Swarm could protect multiple characters, and you could just shuffle into different vehicles and hope for the best. And
how comprehensive was the layout that I got?
It's only the open. You didn't get into the hot zone at all. There were walls between it and the Guardian Angel.
Okay.
So you just got in the open area. So just kind of swept. There's basically like a law. Basically, you open the door and you see a long hallway to the left and to the right, and then straight ahead of you, there's big, that's where the hot zone is, but it's heavily armored doors and whatnot. But somebody just opened the doors too quickly and let some bad things out.
All right.
Yeah.
So essentially,
there's also a mesh in there. There is a mesh network in there. Your Guardian Swarm, recognize that fact. And it's a very strong mesh network, and there's a lot of AR tags, augmented reality tags, but I did not attempt to access any of it because that might be dangerous. So, you can open up the Faraday door up a little bit and try and access its mesh network. It did not appear to be encrypted at all,
which is very troubling.
Extremely troubling. So Simon raises a very interesting point.
So you have the package. It lands in the middle of the valley.
There could be another way out, and we really do need this target. However, I would like to raise another point. That site be dangerous, yo.
Yeah.
So here is my proposition. 2-man teams. Team 1 is Team Scuttle. Team 2 is Capture. I suggest Lawrence and I go on Team Capture. Go into the hot zone in one of those bubbles.
Yeah, but normally they're one person, but the Octomorph is pretty.
Well, I was going to
flexible.
say we take two, one for him, one for me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we can both cram into the same one.
If you just want to have one vehicle or two.
Maybe less noticeable if it's one.
Well, I mean, it'd be easier to capture somebody if you're 2v1 though.
Mm-hmm. It would. So why don't you take one, I'll take the other one, and we'll just pretend that it's Powerball on American Gladiators and just
Yep.
In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do as we go in there with it.
Meanwhile, Simon, Nil, get this place ready to explode. I know for a fact that Lawrence and I both backed ourselves up before we went in.
Yeah, you all did.
So, I won't be much of a help on the explosives part. I don't have any knowledge of that.
Do I need to make a demolitions check to make absolutely sure that this package will do the job?
You can give me demolition checks right now. Yeah. I mean, that's a demolition check to know if that is enough.
On 8, success.
It won't.
It will not. Okay, is there anything I can do to it to, placing it in the right place?
if you get access to that power plant,
Okay, so maybe we're going in anyway.
that's going to really fucking vaporize it.
The power plant, where is it?
It's accessible before you get in the hot zone.
Okay, so
It is
you
heavy.
guys access that power plant, rig up the power plant. That's Team Scuttle. That's what your job is.
So, well, right now I can act as backup too, but once we do, we'll probably need to come in as act as backup to you.
Actually, well, of course.
No.
Out of character. Do you have life sense?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, or ego sense, you mean?
Yeah, ego sense.
I don't. Although I just realized I didn't. There is res I didn't spend. So could I make an excuse? Mm-hmm. I do.
Okay. Actually, you could be really good for the capture team because you're like, oh, he's over there.
So I'm also trying. But
Okay.
That's all out of character.
I know, but this is not. I was actually going to ask about that, but
Yeah.
also
You know
saying
what?
right
You're
now.
right, Simon. Why don't you go inside with Lawrence then? And then you guys are team capture. I will back nil.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody goes alone.
Yeah.
And once we've got this place ready to scuttle, if you
Should make sure
fail, we blow the place and Team Scuttle gets out.
Okay.
That's why I was suggesting the two of you. But if you would really like to take the risk the death mission, I'm not going to say no.
All right.
Can the dragonfly lift the package? How big is it?
Oh, no.
No.
No one
Like-
character can. It's like a pallet of explosives.
Oh, jeez.
It's
Okay.
like probably 500 kilograms of explosives.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of boom boom, but this obviously the Martian Ranger underestimated how big the facility was.
We've got about an hour. So
Okay,
let's
that is
make it-
that is a gamma. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a.
So, all right. So the people who are trying to break down the door, though, you only have one. Does anybody else going to spend flex to get a Guardian Swarm?
Yeah, I'll spend.
Okay.
Actually, I'll spend 2 to get 2 of them.
Okay. So everybody but one will be protected by your Guardian Swarm.
Or if you just want to ride on, that's like right on my shoulder or something. We can use the same one.
Well, the main thing is the people who get in the vehicles. Who's the capture again? You and Tom. Okay. Yeah, you actually don't need. Because basically, you just have to run in there, get in a vehicle, and then when you're in the vehicle, you're totally sealed in.
Okay.
So if you're just hugging a person with a Guardian Swarm, you're okay.
That's what I was figuring if you could ride on my shoulders or something.
Yeah, but then you're getting in separate vehicles. So yeah.
So,
Or we could do the one vehicle route like we talked about.
Well, I mean that would make it harder to capture someone else because
that's
the
true.
person's
Okay.
also going to be in a vehicle too.
Okay.
So it's just like 2v1. It's harder to bully a vehicle and rip open its.
Silly question. Would it be possible to switch the Guardian Swarm in midstream so once Lawrence gets in there, I could run to mine?
No, it's going to take too long.
Okay.
But like, as long as you're hugging in there and they seal in the Guardian Swarm protection, as long as you're right next to the person,
Okay.
you'll be fine.
Okay, so I could get into my first and he could go off on his. So, okay.
yeah, so
So you two each have a Guardian Swarm. Yeah.
so in this case, it'd be like, all right, like you're about to get real up close and personal with me.
That's like we've already dealt with. This is a fine
Which
situation. This is
basically-
okay.
It's like piggyback.
So,
Like,
that's honestly less creepy than I thought you would make it.
It's like I could whisper sweet nothings into your ear.
That's not helping.
Like,
All right.
Hey, I'm trying to chill myself out for what we're about to do.
So all of you make your plans, and basically the idea is to sprint to your location as soon as the doors open, and the doors will slam behind you to minimize contamination. And yeah, so everyone give me a will save. You're going in an insurgent infected zone. This is
I am not okay.
it's
I
not,
am perfectly okay. I rolled a 33 critical.
So,
yeah.
34 out of 75.
You
So.
actually
actually-
feel better.
I'm actually let's fucking do this.
So you're not okay.
I'm not okay.
I am not okay.
All right, Zemo, you lose 6.
Wow.
6 lucidity?
Yep, 6 lucidity. Is that a trauma for you? Your
I
TT?
got 20. My trauma threshold is 4.
All right, so you take a trauma. This is triggering memories of the fall. You've probably seen people or victims of the petrification virus. This is what the fuck are you doing? Neil, you only take 1.
Oh, wow. All right then.
Random numbers.
I don't remember. Did we do some kind of psychosurgery between sessions to heal? lucidity.
Yeah, I would just say you could heal 1d6 from your last one. So, Cadence could have healed you.
Not bad.
So, but yeah, you're not at a thresh. Yeah, so you're taking trauma, but that's not enough to like paralyze your character. It's just, your guardian swarms just light up as soon as you get in there because you're in your suits, you're fully sealed up. Guardian swarms are on full defense mode, but they're like, warning, 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 warning. Multiple threats detected.
Danger will
I'm guessing it's like, you done and gone something rather dumb.
Yeah.
So I guess my muse is saying.
Yeah, basically. You two run to the door, open it up. Danger, danger, danger. It is not good, and you both seal yourself in there in your vehicles. And then you're in a vehicle you've never worked before, which is a weird spherical diamond-encrusted, what the fuck is this? Both of you give me interface checks.
Okay.
To learn how the fuck this works.
Actually,
57 out of 60.
Can I just grok it?
Oh yeah, you sure can, buddy.
Well, 57 out of 60.
Awesome.
Actually, let me check the grok before I do it because I think that had.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it works. Make your infection check.
Does grok come with an infection check? Because it's not a gamma.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So I don't think I have to do anything.
Is there?
Yeah, side gamma slights. Oh. No, yeah, side chi slights are passive, always on subconscious abilities. They're automatic and no requirement.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So grok, I know how to use this.
All right.
You can make a cog check to determine how to use it or activate it.
Oh yeah.
Or
All right. Give me your cog check.
Okay.
Cog times 3.
Yeah. Although that's technically lower, so I wonder if the interface should be better. So
I'll give you better results if you make your cog check.
if I make the cog check, okay.
Yeah.
Let's try at least.
You are one with the machine. It's your own personal Ava.
Let's see. Gonna go. Shoot, I can't resolve that. So nope. So
Okay. Do you make your interface check?
okay.
I made mine. Were you trying to brain fuckle the crystal thing?
No.
No.
So and interface. I missed that by 5. So
Okay. This is weird.
I.
Yeah, it starts malfunctioning.
I'm spinning in place.
Did you make your interface check?
Yeah.
So
Superior success.
okay, so it comes on. You realize it doesn't have sight. It doesn't have cameras. Just so all you're getting is approximate geometric information. It has lidar and sonar and radar and everything but sight, essentially.
Okay.
To give you sort of a approximation of what the environment you're going in. It has manipulator arms that are retractable. That's why you didn't see them earlier. But it just kind of goes along, and it kind of gives you. It has some sort of weird mechanism to move through petrification fields,
oh, lovely.
as it calls it, and it has a map of the entire facility. So you realize you can't actually see the thing. You're just going to have to guess it from its shape, and you don't have a whole lot of time to do it. But
So let's get to it.
but he's malfunctioning,
Yeah.
so you could help him, or you could go out on your own.
He's malfunctioning?
Yeah,
I can't figure out. I'm having trouble figuring out.
Yeah, it's sort of thrashing in the vehicle bay a little bit, trying to go sideways.
What would I roll to help him out for that?
You can give me an interface check to talk him through it.
All right. 33.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah, put it on easy mode.
No, inverted controls. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Classic mistake.
It's okay, tentacle pat.
Yeah. Yeah, you had your yaw setting wrong. The two of you, I guess, imagine, are heading straight to the reactor, the power plant, which is another armored door. And to your... Oh, shit, it's a mechanical door. There's nothing to hack. There is a mechanism... There's actually... And what's weird is you actually don't see... there is a little There's a little peephole in it. And there's no keyhole. In fact, it's a door. You can see that there's a door, but there's no doorknob. There's no keyhole. There's no keypad. How the fuck does this door open?
Can I use electrical sense to sense anything like
Oh, sure.
on the wall?
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Give me an electrical sensor. Perceive.
Perceive. Success 21.
Yeah. There's something. You get. yeah, there's something electrical behind it, and you realize that there is a the opening is actually there is an opening in there that you can actually talk through. It is very small, but yeah.
Okay. Zemo, have you seen anything like this?
It's a custom security thing. But you could try to talk the door, or, you have demolitions. You could go and take some of the explosives off the package and try and blow the doors
David,
off.
deceive the door.
Hello, computer.
Is it time? Is it doomsday? Is it time of the ascension?
Doomsday approaches. The time is nigh, but it is not here.
Although who are at the door, speaketh thou thy rank and purpose, and what you are for.
Deceive?
Give me kinesics. You can too as well, Nell, if you have kinesics.
I do.
49 out of 80.
Okay.
94, oddly enough. So
Okay.
no.
So with a 49, that's a living person back there. Some kind of person. You don't know what kind of morph they're in. But people this crazy or people this extreme might have made their security mechanism. They might have just made psychosurgery someone to be the button pusher and given some sort of crazy belief. So there could be somebody with some sort of I don't know,
Doomsday cult?
suicidal ideation, but only under specific circumstances.
Like you sent up, like those armies that we sent out.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that's how they make sure that in case there's a leak, this guy will push the button when it's time, but not a second before. So you can try and talk him through that and try and bullshit your way through that, or you could...
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Mortimer.
Mortimer.
I am a terrible sinner, but I will be redeemed if I get to go. If I make sure Ascension is performed at the right time.
Morty, that does.
I'm holding all the demons in hell,
and you're doing an amazing job of that. Morty.
but I can only destroy them at the eve of Armageddon, and not a second before. Else they shall plague the world.
Morty,
Guys,
focus.
Henry Rollins in that one movie.
Please, just focus for just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Morty, you're doing an amazing job. We think that you are doing the best job you possibly can.
Yeah.
And pushing the button is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But we don't think the button has quite enough oomph.
Well,
So I would like to tell you, I've got a buddy here.
you both give me perceive checks.
28, yeah.
No.
Okay, you hear this weird sound that sounds like. So you hear that, which is the sound of paper. You actually remember what books sound like vaguely. So
Wait, I saw it in a movie once.
yeah,
Morty, this isn't in the book.
you know of the book.
Yes, Morty.
Are
Of
you?
course I know of the book.
But
How could I be here if I didn't know about the book?
well, you could be the false prophet or
Morty,
the assassin of hope.
Morty, do I sound like an assassin?
So that's what an assassin would say.
No, an assassin wouldn't say anything. They would just kill you, Morty. And I
No,
haven't
nothing
killed
can
you
get
at
past
all.
the door unless I'm. My whole purpose is to avoid being deceived.
Morty,
Okay, that's a dare.
I-
I'm going to unload one of the bricks of explosives.
All right, so you yeah, okay.
Morty, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say a single word that is anything less than true.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm going to say is that we've got a bunch of explosives that we would like to put next to the other things that are going to explode so that they explode even bigger, because you know what is even more holy than a holy fire, Morty? A bigger holy fire.
A holy hand grenade.
This is going to be a fire that will be seen from the heavens themselves, Morty. Don't you want us to help you make that boom an absolutely heavenly boom?
But this door is very special. It repels all the vile, evil, tiny robots.
And
if I open it,
the vile tiny robots were a problem, we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we?
all right, make your persuade check.
23 out of 80.
Okay. All right.
And I will spend 1 to upgrade that.
All right. So with that, Morty opens the door. And you see a guy in like
I'm sorry, David. I imagine you saying that in Rick's voice.
yeah, in a utility uniform.
Come on, Morty, open the door.
Yeah. And he looks there and he's like, oh.
Dragonflies don't really have an expression, but Snil gets a little despondent and just puts the brick back down.
It's okay. We're going to make things explode. It's going to be beautiful.
So you start wheeling the pallet in there to hook it up to the reactor to make the explosion
Whistle while you work it.
Yeah.
Now, Morty.
Please don't ask me about how fusion reactors work and how it's
Now, Morty,
It's
make
science.
yourself useful. Grab a brick or two.
Of course.
This is going to be fun. Now,
He's totally unprotected, and now the door's open, you can see crystal starting to form on the skin.
He's getting
Give
what
me
he
a will
wants.
saves.
He's getting what he wants.
No.
Us too.
Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, it's another 2 for you.
Neil, would you show Morty where to stack those things? It's going to be...
It's like, Morty,
It's
you
gonna take him at
fuck
least-
with the squirrels, Morty.
It's going to take him at least 8-10 minutes before he can't move anymore.
Yeah, make sure that he's putting the things in the right place.
Yeah. Yep.
And,
Yes. Priest.
All right, so...
Morty, you're going to...
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, Morty? This is going to be even more important. Why don't you sit down here with me? Let's confess your sins. Tell me everything that you...
Okay. All right.
Oh dear.
Hey, I'm taking 2. I'm going to lean into it.
Yeah, no. You sit down and take a moment for Morty's last confession. Mortimer's last confession. Meanwhile, you get your vessel, ship. I keep saying vessel. Your vehicle to work, and your petrification field traverser, and you, as it calls itself, and the 2 of you can start navigating it. So, again, you're trying to find this by shape and not by color or anything, because you only seen geometric approximations of everything.
Okay.
But you can see like outlines of people in various expressions of horror, and there's a little on the little screen. It says test subject 1, test subject 3, test subject 57, 382,
Floyd.
585.
I was like, this freaking guy. Is there one called this freaking guy? Seriously, look at this guy.
Mm-hmm. There's he's just like
That asshole.
He's just got it. He's just flipping them off.
Just pass by that asshole.
That asshole. He's just eating.
I know there's this asshole.
Yeah.
I'm one guy who's like,
Well, and then of course you get to the really fucked up ones where they put people together and they sort of like petrified into one like gestalt thing. They tried to make a tree out of people, a crystal tree. This is really fucked up. Both of you.
Oh, look, there's the Maitland family.
crystal knocked.
Yeah, it's
They're a literal family tree.
No.
yeah.
And that's 36.
All right.
22 critical success.
It's fine. It's not real. It's just a screen.
It's like
Moving on.
actually like, so, are you actually buying any of this? I'm not.
Give me perceive checks, both of you.
Okay.
The tree giveth, the tree taketh away.
Just like the Lord. 30. I make it.
Let's see. 57 made it.
All right. 30 and 57. All right, cool. So you both, it's fairly large, but it's only a couple hundred meters, from one side to the other. So it's like an airplane hangar in size with just different little alcoves cut out for different workstations. They had partitions to cut it off. But yeah, it's just a big open space with just pillars and like partitions blocking some of it off. Okay. So he tried to hide in one of the copse of people trees, but he didn't think you were going to come back here and be this determined to get him or her. So it barrels out, raising its manipulator arms. Danger, danger! Industrial drills and lasers active. Laser torch plasma torch active.
Oh god.
Yeah, these are not combat vehicles. They're not programmed for combat. So it's coming at both your roll die.
Okay.
9.
5.
You're the bigger threat.
I don't know how the hell they would see that, but okay.
Yeah, he's coming after you first. What are you going to do?
Alright, so what do these vehicles have on them?
Manipulator arms to move things. There's a plasma torch. There's a drill. Yeah, so utility items. But, yeah.
And moving this thing would be a pilot check?
You can command it to move normally. If you want to do some Fast and Furious bullshit, yeah, that would be...
kind of what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, it's like...
Are you going full evasion?
Yeah, for this round, full evasion.
All right. Give me a roll.
Of what?
Interface.
Interface?
Basically, disable the safety. Okay, go full speed. No, unclick safe walking speed.
69.
Caution, you may tip over.
69
All right.
out of 80.
So that succeeds. All right.
69 out of 70, sorry.
All right, so that succeeds. So you get out of the way. He cannot, ambush you. Or cannot get in range. What are you going to do?
I would like to... so is he still moving forward towards us?
Yeah, these are all very bulky, awkward vehicles, so they're not really suited for combat. It's not very sexy looking. But you're in a field of exurgent horror. So
That's true. How close there are they to the main crystalline tree? Or the main...
Not too far. Why?
I'd like to have him do an induce error to go full force into that. So to basically, if he's trying to move towards Lawrence, to veer off to the other direction.
I'd say negative 20 because you're doing this through vehicles.
Okay.
Can you do it through solid objects?
Should be able to. So as long as we know he's out there, that's the thing too. Let me.
Yeah, you have ego sense. I'll say you can do it.
Okay. So
I'll say it's negative 10 though.
Okay, just negative 10. All right.
And he will get his will first.
Okay, so let me put my infection modifier on. Okay.
Don't want to do SAIROC too much.
Nope, I don't. But yeah, I made it 60 out of 70.
Okay. All right. He does not get a 60, so he swerved into the tree. So new round, so he's stuck in there. Oh yeah, give me your infection check.
You're welcome. Yep, 30, so that happens, so.
Awesome.
Let me get the... You're welcome.
Especially now, because you're in the middle of an exurgent horror.
The tree.
Let's see here. It's page 278.
Yeah, I'm on.
Do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll?
I'll roll.
Okay.
2. So enhanced behavior, arrogance. I have it all figured out. So yeah, I'm just. I can see the best plans right now. Do you really think you can use this? I'm actually. Do we have audio on this to talk to?
You can connect to the mesh network to message each other.
So
yeah, you're in vehicle 3. You're in vehicle 5. He's in vehicle
it's
6.
just audio right now. Do you really think you can get away with this bullshit, creating God knows what horrors, and to be able to set this into motion? You fucking monster!
All right, so you just forego your action ranting at him. What are you gonna do?
Well, when he's ranting at him, maybe
Well, he's stuck. He slammed into one of the crystalline trees, so he's going to try and get himself out. But you can act first.
I'm actually trying to collapse the tree on him.
Okay. How is that going to help you get him out of there?
Oh yeah, we need to get him out of there, don't we?
Well, disable it. We need to disable that somehow.
You can give me calc times 3 rolls.
Calc times 3
or security ops.
Oh, security ops. Yeah. 23.
Yeah, your thing's loaded with a bunch of cutting tools. Cut off his arms and his legs, and then just drag him out.
Basically, plasma cutter. You have one arm. You have 2 arms too many.
Mm-hmm. All right, give me an interface check.
60.
Okay. You cut it off. It's a very powerful plasma torch. But he gets out. So he's down 1 arm.
Okay.
His drill is up, and it's a new round. You give me a will times 3 save to see if you stop ranting.
Okay.
You
just will times 3, or is it? Oh yeah, no.
Will times 3 to restrain yourself from ranting.
Yes, I do make it. So 65 out of 70.
So you can still do things although you keep ranting.
Okay.
And it's basically text to speech. So anyways, that was one round of combat.
We can make it more abstract now. He's going, rise and frag, back down, and burn, back.
Yeah. So this is going to all the vehicles. So you're hearing this too. It's just popping up as sort of a chat window.
Just like, oh, hell.
Yeah. So meanwhile, you're assembling. Give me a demolition check to see how quickly you can assemble the bomb. Set us up the bomb.
This is why I saved a point of flex.
Yeah. Good idea.
We get signal.
That won't make it even with a flip.
Okay. Is it a critical failure?
It is not a critical fail.
Okay. This is real hard. You're going to have to do something else. You can't just set it up. You're going to either have to get Mortimer to help you, and Mortimer's confessing to sins right now. So Mortimer starts talking, Zemo, and he is, well, I said I gave my word that I wouldn't tell, I wouldn't tell on my compatriots. And after we killed all those people and took their stacks and sold and pretended to be them and drained their bank accounts, and then the Martian Rangers caught me, I told the Martian Rangers who I was with and who did it, and that's wrong to snitch. And that's why I deserve to be punished for it. I'm a bad person. And
So dirty.
Because stealing from rubes and civilians is good, because they're just sheep and they deserve to be preyed on because they're pathetic and worthless. And yeah, so
well, at least they covered snitches get stitches in Sunday school.
Yeah, basically. So that it's again, he's basically been tortured and mind-fuckled by gangsters for years, and this is sort of their ironic joke. They really don't like informants. Is a theme in their work.
Are there any loader vehicles or loader robots in this area or anything else?
Well, it's not loading it, it's figuring out how to make it go boom. So one way you could escalate it is either get Mortimer to help you, or another way to escalate it is to connect to the open mesh network and get more data about the power plant. But it's an open mesh network.
Which means I see everything, but anything could see me.
Well, this is an exurgent-infected area run by gangsters who experiment with exurgent technology. Maybe there's malware. Maybe there's a basilisk hack on the network for anybody who's not a...
Or maybe there's some scary fucking shit on there.
Yeah.
Just posted, like, figure what kind of Facebook posts these assholes are going to be putting up, and then multiply that times 1,000.
Yeah, before I Google this, I'm going to go to HR. Hey.
All right.
You know what to help with this holy mission? Setting this up. Do you have any idea what I could do to make this more spectacular? Make this a real tribute?
I'll say what your problem is, that you realize you don't know how to sync it up so that your explosion kickstarts the power plant detonation, so it is amplified.
Okay.
So that's the problem, is syncing it up.
Ah. So it seems like you've got a problem in the linkage. Unfortunately, Friar, I'm not going to be able to tell you how that works, because that is outside of my wheelhouse. If only we had someone,
All right, give me
a brother,
a
member of the faithful,
a messenger.
Give me a persuade check.
18.
All right. I'm that messenger. His teeth become rocks. Like, you can tell he's in agony. But he starts helping you. And you don't...
Okay.
Yeah. You don't feel like a good person, baby.
We're not.
Nope. But
we are the best people.
He starts advising you on how to link it up and how to sync it up. So you can give me another demolitions check.
And... in the meantime, I'm going to take a look at that book and see if the book has some instructions in it.
Yeah, it's very skillfully fabricated. It looks like an ancient, medieval tome. So it's just the holy scripture of the Night Cartel. They are the chosen. Everyone else is scum for being weak. You all deserve it. Yeah.
That's going to go into the looty bag.
Guardian Swarm's like, nope, don't do that. There's nanobots on it. We don't know what they are. They're real bad. Everything in here is bad.
No.
Everything is bad.
Okay.
No, put this in the
Everything
stack.
is awful.
You should get out of here now. You should get out of here very soon. This is bad. We are losing we are losing integrity. This is unsustainable. Anyway. Yep.
Yeah, we should.
On that note, I got another fail that I can't flip.
Okay.
Can I flip for him?
Do you have any relevant skills? Hardware or...
I've got interface. I've got.
you have to connect to the network.
Oh shit!
Yeah. That is how that works.
Let's try that.
All right. Are you connected to the network?
I will.
All right. Give me an infosec check.
54
Okay.
out of 80.
All right. Yeah, malware is trying to get in. You avoided this round, but you don't have the right night cartel login, so you can't hack it. It's just something. It's weird. Maybe this is exurgent technology that they reverse engineer. You don't know what the fuck's going on, but you can give me one interface check to get the data, and then I'll log out.
I make it 76 out of 80.
Okay. Last time. Give me the malicious check.
You got this.
Critical. Well, let me double check that. No, that is a critical fail.
Oh dear God!
Spend a point to make it a regular.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so it will go boom. The problem is you're going to have... It might not get the entire hot zone. You now have the full map of the hot zone, and it would be... Yeah, this is just really a complex situation. You're in over your head.
Can you explain again what the problem is that I'm encountering?
Syncing up your explosives with theirs. Now, you could just trust their payday
What do
and
you mean
just...
by syncing?
Like using your explosives to kickstart the detonation of the reactor to make it larger, to make it more powerful, which is what you've been trying to do.
Is this something a fixer swarm could aid in?
Yeah.
Or could I spend my common sense for the session to find a solution?
The common sense solution would be to just trust the not bother with your explosives, just leave them where they are, and just hope that the standard Mortimer's standard push the button reaction would do it. Just tell them to push the button after you get out.
Okay.
So.
And the fixer swarm?
Fixer swarm does.
That wouldn't.
I don't see a way that would help.
Yeah.
Is there any way to do it without the demolition skill? Is there any other role that would do it?
Give me skill. Hardwares would be the best.
Deceive?
It's a power.
Guns?
It's a reactor.
Infosec?
You've tried. I mean, that's to survive on that network.
Yeah.
You have to bring some other factor into it.
Oh, wait a minute.
You have enough time that somebody could come from the Polar Fortress real fast, and you could tell the Martian Ranger to aim missiles at this point.
Black market.
Okay.
Would my knowledge of the black market tell me exactly how these reactors are wired?
No, you already have that. You already have the schematics. You just don't know how to make basically. There is a push the button, blow the facility up. There is a self-destruct function on this facility. You're just unable to make it any bigger with the explosives you have. So they're effectively wasted. But you just have to,
or whatever his name was.
Yeah, Martian Ranger. You could ask him to salvo at this location, launch a salvo at this location. Pinpoint exactly X, and or like after the reaction. Launch all your missiles at it as a precaution, that kind of thing.
Oh wait, last skill, research.
You're not connected. You'd have to go on the network again.
Let me try that.
Okay, give me an infosec check.
If I can get us the information for how to hook it up. 78.
Yep.
And then there is no way that I can turn that 79 into...
Okay, so anyways, you guys are running, you just have to hope that the self-destruct function works. Does as advertised. Meanwhile, let's see, he got himself out, you cut off his arm, you can act. So, you go, he'll go, then you'll go.
Okay.
I don't think he'll put up
Second
a fight
arm.
on that issue.
Alright, give me a roll.
Actually, no, a leg.
Okay, give me a roll.
39.
Okay, he will try and dodge,
Naturally.
and he will fail.
Alright.
He is lopsided.
I was like, look, I'll have your leg.
Yep.
Right!
Alright, he'll go. He's going to try and...
Gonna keep his balance?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to cut off one more leg. They have
Okay.
4. So he can limp along right now. So he's going to kind of cut off one of your legs.
Fair enough.
And he will hit unless you can defend... you make an interface check against a beat of 26.
Beat a 26.
Yeah.
I will flip it to make it a 29.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
That would have been really bad if you had lost a leg there. So yeah, you can go.
Okay. Interface to take care of the other arm.
Okay.
So he has nothing to attack with. So that just generally fails. So
Okay.
I
You
still
round.
the controls are still off. So
Yep.
please take care of him.
Yep.
Alright. Leg. 47.
Okay. Critical fail. All right. You get that arm.
Arm and leg.
Sure. He's down. So you can drag him out.
It's like, alright, you, come on.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do. He's trapped in a diamond bubble, essentially.
Yep. So
I was it's like, I'm like, this freaking guy, come on.
Yeah. So your group can all link back up together. Now, as soon as you open... now, you can force his hatch to open up. Actually, wait, you try to... Well, that's actually... Well, maybe you can't. There is a manual lock on it. He can lock himself in there. So, and the vehicle's too big to get through the airlock door. So you're going to have to pop him out. Now, Nil, you could use some of the explosives to blow his hatch open. If you want to make another explosives check.
you know what? I haven't. I tried to get.
There's no way to hack it, though.
Well, I haven't gotten any information from him though, so I could try to do a deep scan.
Yeah, you could do a deep scan.
If you want me to do that before, I'll out of character doing that before.
I mean, how are you going to tell the others?
So, lie.
Okay.
So.
Lie about what?
So how I got the information.
Yeah, all right.
So, all right. Well, I have to see if I can actually get this.
We don't ask, you don't have to lie.
Yep. I mean, you don't have to tell them yet.
That's true. So, all right.
So make your save or skill check.
How does he do that? Science, don't look at me.
So, it was in the mesh database. So, yep, 13 out of 70 made it.
Okay. And he failed his will save. So.
Okay, so
you're only able to get one piece of information.
So, trying to.
Oh, make your infection check too.
Oh, that's true. So, thank you.
I'll have the infection table open.
I'm certain you do, but I got a 96, so it's not. I'm sorry.
All right, what are you gonna do?
All right.
What is the one piece of information?
So
You don't know who this person is.
okay, so identity, honestly, too. So we could probably utilize that.
Alexandria Crittenden.
Hello.
It's your target.
So I was like looking over there. Guys, I just got a mesh ID. That's like she looked and I got a mesh ID briefly. We got her.
All right. Where is she?
So we have her. We're bringing her up, but we need to get her out.
You need what?
We need to get her out of the pod because she's locked in.
You can't cut it open?
No, that's like
Well, you can't. The way the vehicles load into the bay, they're kind of like. There's no way to get the cutting arms to cut it while it's in a safer zone. Like, the only way you have to do it is in the hot zone, which would fully put her in contact with the petrification virus. So basically, the safest way to get her out is to jump out of your vehicle, somehow get the hatch open, and then somebody with Guardian Swarms just grapples her and drags her. Or just kills her and gets her stack. So...
Do you need backup?
But if you use the industrial tools, if you use the industrial tools on the pods, you there's no way to get them angled in the safer zone, the clean room, or the airlock room, essentially.
Okay, so we can't just move through that airlock.
Well, not with the vehicles.
Not with the vehicles. Okay.
Basically, they roll up into this little bubble, this area that like the hatch opens up perfectly, flush with it, so that like only the hatch is open. The rest of the vehicle is in the hot zone. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So, is she accessing the local network, or
you can't tell her. You're not connected to the network.
Okay.
Aside from the local messaging system.
Oh well, we're in.
The vehicles.
So they're
yeah.
the local messaging. So she could hear me anyway. So
yeah.
All right. So
basically, the safest way to do, the quickest, safest way is to breaching charge the hatch open, but that's a demolition check. What's your demolitions at, by the way?
With the base 32, with the penalty is 22.
Oh, no wonder you've been failing. Yeah. So.
Well, I could discuss that by saying,
or if somebody has does anybody have any non-gun? I mean, I get you shooting. It's going to be
melee.
Yeah. Do you have any? What weapon?
Swords. I have my vibro.
Yeah, I guess you can hack it open, like eventually. Yeah.
Or I was saying, before we do that, if we wanted to, I can just let her know, like, look, you're caught in this point. This is a time between either us cutting out your. Well, that's a provoke.
So do the face man thing and talk to her.
So if you'd like to. So
all right. What's your pitch?
Hey, Alexandra, can you hear me?
No response.
Okay, I'm going to assume that you can hear me, and I'm going to let you know that there's two ways that this can go down.
Mm-hmm.
You can walk out of that pod. You can talk about how you would like your remains to be dealt with, or you can lose all choice in the matter and make us come in after you. Either way, at this point, you're coming with us. Or at least part of you is coming with us. So you want to talk about this like a civilized person?
Who are you?
Zemo.
8C?
8C. You know what we are and you know what we aren't. And we aren't ego traffickers.
Who told you I was here?
I forget who did tell us.
Your contact was Calamity. That was Elzar's NPC contact.
Concerned parties.
An uplift dolphin who was also betrayed by the Night Cartel.
Damn it. Sorry to be back.
Yeah.
Our contact was a person who was betrayed by the Night Cartel.
What was her name?
To be completely honest with you, I don't know what the name was. I know only what the name was given to us.
So you don't know who you're really working for?
Do you?
Yes. I work for myself. You're clearly pawns. You're being manipulated. You're all going to end up deleted.
You know, I hear that every single day.
I bet there's a traitor in your group.
And I'll bet you're still inside that bubble.
Work with me, and I can make sure that you all live and exist. Otherwise, you'll be deleted so thoroughly, everyone who remembers you will have their memories edited out or be deleted themselves.
That's 92% of Mars. I think I'll roll those dice.
You'd be surprised. You don't know what you don't remember.
What don't I remember?
She goes silent.
If you can't prove that you can give me a missing memory right now, that's so many words.
All right. I forgot, out of character. Was Zemo? Were you in one of the one shots where you woke up in the Nine Lives facility, or were you made this character just for this campaign?
I made this character just for this campaign.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
was never in a Nine Lives.
She asked, "Why would you give up your life to work with a bunch of renegade illegal forks?"
Can we hear this over there?
Yeah.
That kind of freezes me for a second, so...
Do you know who is an async among you?
I suspect.
Do you know who's really pulling your strings?
I suspect.
Do you? Give me your infosec code for all your weapons and explosives. And when I come out, and then I'll come out, and then you can work for me. Or you can do whatever you're going to do anyway. I can't physically stop you. I can just tell you that you're being manipulated and you are pawns. And you will all end up deleted. You can give me kinesics checks.
Oh, I'm definitely going to make that kinesics check.
Sure.
59 out of 80.
Okay. She seems sincere when she says this, but this is you can tell this is a person who is, an immortal oligarch who is older than you, like exponentially richer than you, and is playing at a whole level different than you. You've seen glimpses of this kind of game in the past, and this is, this is bigger than you thought. But so you can. She's obviously extremely self-serving and doesn't give a shit about anyone but herself. But she may. So you have no idea if she would actually live up to that or not. You can't dismiss it out of hand, but you certainly just can't take her at her word. So you either believe her or you don't. But you have no time to verify it one way or the other.
Since we don't have any time to verify, I've got a third option.
Take her stack?
What's that?
Take her stack?
Well, that was...
Actually, yeah, I thought about it. Lawrence has vibro swords or whatever the cutty weapons that he has, but they could hack through the hatch sooner or later. In a minute, the turn is 3 seconds, so and he can dual attack with them. So 20 attacks later, he would be able to.
Yeah, we're going to take her stack, but we may not turn her stack in yet. I think that we might do a little Bartlebying on this one.
Okay.
I think we're going to hand this one over to our psychosurgeon. Let her get inside that head, figure out a couple of things.
Well, you can try, but that wasn't the agreed upon plan. So, there's a lot of things in the air right now. So
yeah.
And of course, you of course, she thinks she's Alexander Crittenden, but she thinks she is. She could be a beta fork. She could be an alpha fork. She could just be a decoy. So you'll find out.
These things are possible.
Yep. So you hack open the door, or Lawrence does, and you he just kills her. Stabs her multiple times. She doesn't resist. Actually, no, she does resist. But he cuts off her hand, and then just fucking goes to town on her. She has nowhere to dodge because she's trapped in a very tiny pilot's compartment, and cuts out her cortical stack. And you all get out. You tell Mortimer to blow the door in time for you to get out of the valley. To blow the facility.
And as soon as the facility blows, I'm going to get in touch with Ranger Joe. And tell
Ingstrom,
him...
yeah.
What's that?
Ingstrom.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ranger Ingstrom. And I'm going to tell him good news, bad news. The good news is that we blew it. We used the self-destruct that was in there and the explosives that you gave us. We are not entirely certain that it's enough. Would you be so kind as to throw a salvo or two of missiles at this coordinate, please?
Okay.
Just
Cousteau's plane is waiting nearby. You all run into it carrying your stacks that you've gotten. And he gives you a vector. He says you need to get the fuck out now.
Then that is what
and you
we're
need to
going
get off Mars. You actually get to the actually he tells you get to the fortress. Well, your team tells you actually to get to the fortress because they found an orbital shuttle that can get into orbit. Well, that's what it's over. Yeah, you can launch into space and just get the fuck off the planet.
I think we're done with Mars.
So,
Oh man!
in the chaos and in confusion, you all get all the stacks together, as that was the agreed upon plan. So, Lawrence, you're the one who pulled the stack out. Mm-hmm. So, Alexandra talked some shit. She said you were being manipulated, but I mean, what else would she say if she was trapped in there?
True.
So,
But you know
are you
what?
going to hand the stack over, or are you going to do some shenanigans with it?
What do you guys think?
Honestly, as much as we get the information, it's probably better for us just to hand it over.
I mean, Cadence would have a bit of time to look at them all. And Cadence could copy all the stacks before, but basically, yeah, actually, you're all going to have access to the stacks. It's just, did you want to, hide it from everyone else? I guess if you hid it, then they would know, because you'd be a stack short.
No, I'm not going to hide it from them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say, if we have some time, I'll let Cadence take a look at it.
She's going to look at them all. Calamity's also going to get access to them because she's going to be your fence for these, for the data on these. You're not going to sell the people, you're not soul traffickers, but you are going to take their secrets and use them against them. Because they're all back, these old people are all backed up somewhere else. So they're not dead. So you just have to fucking take out their bank accounts, make sure that they can't get revenge on you. And you also need to get the fuck off Mars until the heat dies down. So the Wednesday group are going to the Vulcanoid gate near Mercury, in the orbit of Mercury, to do a gate crashing heist. So you should go anywhere but there, and not Mars. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, if you have some time to scan the data a little bit, and I'll have more information about that.
So we should not go to Mercury?
You can go to Mercury, not go to the Vulcanoid
Vulcanoid
gate,
gate.
which is an asteroid around Mercury's orbit. Mm-hmm. Technically like a moonlet or something. I don't remember off the top of my head. But you go to Mercury's surface, but I mean, Mercury's a place. Yeah, you could go there.
So Europa.
So we'll do that at a character doing the typical score thing about what elements you want and that kind of thing.
Or, dude, Venus.
Venus is definitely a place. Yeah, Venus is great this time of year.
Well, the atmosphere is.
Yeah. The aerostats, they're floating cities. Sky cities.
Cognite.
And also sky surfing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Another Octomorph of mine did that a lot.
Yep. So, but going through all those stacks, and Cadence is going on the gate crashing op, so going through all those stacks will take time. But Calamity and Elzar trusts her is going to get you set up with all that. So, but yeah, you did it.
We did it!
You did it. You got your target. And you took out an exurgent site. Good for you.
And it's only going to take a little bit of psychosurgery to get over all of that.
Yep. But yeah, you all have 4 res points because you all went in the exurgent site. Good job.
We did a thing.
You did do a thing. So question, comment, discussions, guys. Have
That
fun
was
with
great.
No, that was cool.
Yeah.
So, I
That was awesome.
Yep. Cool. So we'll do the score off the recording because, whatever. And then we'll talk about it next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye!